Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of a Pretty Little Podcast. Only this isn't just another episode. This is our 100th episode. I'm Allie, Violet Vixxsyn Commissaro, and I'm joined by Jesi and Jamie Reed.
Hello. Hi guys. Welcome. I can't believe it's been 100 episodes.
Did you think we would make it to 100?
I knew we would, but I didn't know. I thought it would weirdly take longer and less time at the same time simultaneously. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's all those back-to-back shows. But, so for this episode, we have decided that we are going to have some of our friends come on in between, but we're also going to talk about our time with the show. Because we've all kind of had like a different experience. Jamie, you coming in later. Jesi, you've been my ride or die since the beginning. And we've all had crazy times on the show. Guests are... I can't even tell you how like happy I've been with all the guests that have come on. Like, every time I'm like, oh, like I wonder like how they are in real life. Then I meet them and I'm like, I love them even more.
Oh yeah, everyone I've talked to with you has been amazing.
So how has podcasting changed, I guess, your personality or like the way you go about doing things now?
For me, not at all. Like I am not doing anything different. Like this is an opportunity that literally like fell into my lap, but it was something that I was wanting to do anyway. And so, I mean, I just took all of the contacts that I have made through being the bead girl. And I used to write for a couple of metal publications. I just took everybody that I had communicated with through those avenues and just said, hey, do you want to come talk to me in a video medium? So like I haven't really changed much that I've been doing. I got lucky with this and I really appreciate you guys for bringing me on.
Oh, you've been a blessing. Like I've loved the people that you have picked, and I mean a couple of them have really surprised me.
Yeah.
I mean, Poet the band, I hadn't really heard about them before they came on, and then they came on and I was like, wow, like
Kevin was amazing.
Like it's a quick add to my playlist.
Yeah. Their music is good. Like Kevin has a great personality. I think everybody that we've talked to together has been very talkative and wanted to be a part of the show, and it's just been awesome.
So Jamie, Jesi, how would you say that it's changed you and the way that you do things?
So when we started this podcast, I was going through a lot in my personal life, like a lot in my personal life. It was an absolute fucking nightmare. So starting this podcast, what it did, it gave me a lot of consistency that I needed in my life at the time. And I shut down like emotionally when I'm not doing well. I'm not somebody who wants to sit there and talk to you when I'm not doing there. By doing this every week and in the mental position that I was, it forced me to have to still be open and still have to communicate. So I think that it really helped my communication skills. Like even when I'm not doing well anymore, it kind of like helped me like open up and like stop shutting down so much when I'm not doing well. And it really helped me through like a dark time, the consistency and having somebody as supportive as the great Allie Violet Vixxsyn Commissaro over here as a friend. I think that when I lost a lot of my confidence in a period of time, I lost a lot of my confidence doing this podcast and talking to people about one of my biggest passions, which is music, which is my biggest passion. Music is what really changed me from doing this. I think that doing this podcast has like given me a lot of really versatile skills I was always like, I was always a good communicator, but it was like, what do you do with that? Like when I'm doing well, when I'm out and about, I'm good at communicating. But doing this podcast has taught me that even on your bad days, you can still be a good communicator. And I think it's just made me better at talking to people. And it's made me grow as a person. It's made me grow with Allie. I have a lot of good things to say about a pretty little podcast of people that I've met through it. It also has taught me that it takes a team to run something as flawlessly as this. It looks really flawless, the way things get uploaded, the way things are edited, the shorts, the everything, but you don't see the people a lot of times behind it. And this has really shown me the person as a person behind the scenes really doing as much as possible. So now when I see something running really flawlessly, especially in a digital space, I think about the people, the Dennises of the world that are behind the screen working on things, editing things, and it's given me a deeper appreciation of the digital media and the people who work behind the scenes. And I think that's what this podcast has really like the way it's changed my personal perspective for things. But that's for sure.
Because when you said that, like, things look like they're so flawless, like, it is the truth.
Yeah.
But let me just tell you, like, there have been times for everyone involved where, well, Jamie, you haven't really had as much of the technical problems, but I know, like, for me, like, I almost missed the entire Platinum Moon interview because my computer just decided it didn't want to work.
Mm-hmm.
It was like putting. Like, it like died a slow death, and it like let me get through that last show. It was like, I'm gonna give you this last show, but like I'm done after that. I'd have to say for me, I can't sing and I can't play an instrument. So this is definitely like my way to be part of the music scene and to give back. I love the fact that we have kept strong with our original kind of like goal with the show. And that was no matter what the person is going through in their life or like whatever like bad controversy or whatever it is, like we weren't going to bring it on this show. Like we decided if we were going to have a guest on, even if like everything else was going crazy, we were going to only focus on the positive, which I think is really hard sometimes, especially in like social media and everything, because so many people have an opinion. But I think that is something that's really important, is to give people a voice when sometimes other people just aren't taking a minute to listen. And I've also think I mean, I could be wrong, but I think I've been doing a pretty good job with listening and not talking as much. Because I know when we first started, like, man, I was really bad at it.
The other thing too is like your profession prior to like your internet experience was a lot of you having to solo carry things all the time for everything. So I feel like because you've had to carry for so long, it was your natural instinct. So I don't think that it was ever like even it was never you like intentionally doing anything. It was you just learning like that the difference between having to run something pretty much solo, carry something versus the cooperation of like a co-host like thing, you know?
Yeah.
But we love listening to you talk regardless.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's really crazy because when I was asked to do the live show before the show, I hated my voice. And one of my good friends was like, I love your voice. Like, I absolutely love it. Like, you should talk all the time. And I was like, yeah, no. And I ended up doing it. And more people started like commenting on my voice. And I think that's one of the biggest things that I've gotten from the show is the confidence behind my voice. I mean, I can always talk, but like, I was like, I don't really like the way I sound now. I mean, other than when Dennis like plays the podcast and I can hear my own voice.
I hate listening to myself.
I'm okay with it.
I hate listening to myself. Musically, I hate listening to myself. But I think that's everybody. Like, I tell my friends, I'm like, in other bands, I'm like, you sounded so good on your record. He's like, I can't listen to it. Like, people playing Maryland Death Fest and stuff. Like, oh my God, chip. Oh no. It's my sign to stop eating them. Goodbye. Oh my God.
That's going to be a short. It's going to be like, what?
Eyes are watering.
Let's go down on the 100th episode.
I was going to say, what if I just died on the 100th episode from eating the remnants of corn chips?
Please don't die.
Oh my God.
So I just want to say, like, to all our viewers and to everyone, like, thank you so much for just the support, like, watching us every week. I mean, the nice comments, like, when I'm having a bad day, I understand that a lot of people, like, look at social media and they're like, oh, people are so judgmental. You know what? When I'm having a bad day, like, people really like come through for me. Like, I'll get like the sweetest messages and I'm like, you know what? Okay, like, I can do this. Like, I'm gonna do this.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you to everyone that has just supported us and been there and watched our show and come to the bands, like all the bands that we've had on, they've come out for their shows and showed them support. Like, it's awesome. We love you guys. So we're going to kick it off with our first guest and a very special guest to us, a frequent flyer. Please welcome Nick from Strange Culture.
Yeah.
Hi guys. How's it going?
How are you?
I'm all right. I'm
So,
check. Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared. Anyway, where were we? Happy 100 episodes.
Yeah.
So we got to get into, you just released Two Men, One Trench.
Yes, we did. Thank you.
So what can you tell? Wait a second. Why are you laughing when you say that?
I'm just so excited because like literally I've been talking about that song almost like ever since we released it, and it's just been positive feedback after positive feedback after positive feedback, and
Yay.
it feels good. It feels good. Thank you.
We like to hear that.
So I gotta know, where did the name come from?
Garrett and Noah.
I love
Garrett and Noah. I remember. Oh my gosh, there was a whole thing with that. Because I remember we all had like different opinions about the name, and we're just like, are we just keeping it like this? And Garrett and Noah are like, yeah, because it's funny.
Yo, I have to ask, as you know, like, I can't like not ask. By any chance, like, has anybody mentioned the fact that that would make a really good porno name?
Yeah.
Oh, for God's sake.
I
And
said
the
it to
plot
Lenny,
thickens.
and I had him like crying. He's like, "You've got to ask," and I was like, "I will." Like, I
That is
definitely
so
will.
funny. Oh my
So,
God.
so in the whole, all jokes aside, so serious. How does this song play in to your release? Because you have a big release coming soon with your album.
Yeah, yeah. We were talking about this too. We're just like, there's one more song to release, and then the album's pretty much done.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, we're
By
we're
any
excited for
chance,
it.
will the next song be called The Climax?
No. God damn
You
it.
got the struggle, you go through it. Like, I feel like you're really telling a solid story here, guys. So, when is the next one? Do we have an actual time that will release?
We do not have an actual time yet, but what I can say is that it's coming soon. Um, it's also what I can tell you about it. It's the title track of the album.
Wow. I
That's
love
what,
the title track.
that's what's gonna be coming soon. And then right after that song is mastered and done and it's released, the whole album, Strange Culture's first full length album, Underneath, will be ready.
Yeah.
Will be finished.
How good does that feel?
It feels almost like I said in the last podcast about the music video. It's almost like it still has yet to hit me. Like
Mm.
we have a full length album practically. I don't want to say practically done. I want to say like really close to being done. You know, I mean, it's insane how far we've gotten already in just in 4 years that we've been a band. I mean, and with Nate coming in at the beginning of 2024, it feels really like it hits. It feels good.
Did you guys ever hear back about like the War Tour?
That is, we don't find out until this coming Friday.
Oh my god, that's horrible. They really make you wait until last minute.
Oh my gosh, I remember during the voting thing because when everyone started voting, um, you only got so far up on like how many votes you have until it just stops,
Mhm.
and then I guess you have to guess how many you have, or unless there was some way to find out how many votes you had, and we didn't figure it out. But
Well, we kind of noticed that too because we had at least like 3 bands that were in the running
Yeah.
that were on the show. So, of course, we were like keeping up with them, just seeing where they're at. And like you all were at the same point. I was like, damn, like really, they're not like gonna give us anything, are they? But I mean, your thing was filled up pretty quickly. I saw your sister on there. Your sister was pushing for you.
oh my, yeah, I was saying that like you're supporting this a lot, and I appreciate it a lot.
Does she like the Warp Tour?
She likes the fact that her brother's in a band.
I love
Oh, she's my biggest
that's
supporter.
amazing.
Yeah. Like I have my family who like support this whole thing, and like we all have our support system, but for me specifically, my sister has been like my rock for this. Like every single time, and it feels good. Like she
She's gonna be like when your album drops, she's gonna be like, "Oh my god, here."
Oh my gosh, I know. She won't stop talking about it to me.
You guys all like Strange Culture. You guys have like such a cool like family dynamic. Like all the moms are cool, like all the family members are awesome. I mean, like I love that Garrett's mom like does the like custom like Strange Culture shirts, which I really want one at some point. Please, please, please.
I'll talk to her for you.
But
Aw.
I mean, like it's so fun. Like they're just 100% behind you. That's
It
great.
kind of feels like having a baby, doesn't it? Putting an album out.
Mhm.
Like the amount of work that goes into it, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And to
Just
be one song away, like
I know.
one drop left, and then you're on to the next, like the next series. That's crazy.
yeah. Yeah, it's insane. Like building a band as it is. I mean, I can imagine like band life as it is. I mean, you understand, Jesse. I mean,
I
you
do,
know,
yeah.
focusing on something like this, it's really not it's really not easy. But then when
It's
we go back to
weird.
the Hmm?
It's like a full-time fucking job with
Yeah,
working with people too. Like people really forget the working with people aspect, you know.
absolutely. Not to mention like each other, like everyone in the band. Like I heard
Yeah.
someone, huh?
You really gotta like the people you make music with.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Tell me about it.
You guys make it look fun though. Like when you guys are recording, like whatever you guys are doing, like you guys are just like a fun group. So I feel like you guys make the most of every second and everything that you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I'd say that we do. I'd say
Down to wasting all your money on little tattoos.
yeah. I didn't waste no money. I did not waste no money on that. That was all Nate. That was all Nate. He got those for us.
Oh my god, I remember when I first had you guys on and we had gone to one of your shows around that time and we were talking to you and we were talking like we want to see like more and more and more of Strange Culture, like post every day, like all day long, like we just want to see you. And you all were like, oh, like we don't want you guys to be tired of us, like we never got tired of anybody. Like now, like look at you guys. You guys are like a machine.
I know.
Oh yeah. It's that's another thing that people don't understand is how much like social media plays into building something like this, like
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
promoting yourself. I mean, Noah's hardcore with the Facebook, Garrett's hardcore with the Instagram. I will someday learn how to perfect it. But yeah, there's a lot that goes into promoting yourself. I
I
learned.
would say a lot of it's even going out. It's to see other people's bands and say like, "Yo, you guys were sick. I'm in a band too, and I would love to play with you." You know,
Oh,
so,
absolutely.
I
Yeah.
always say if you support your scene, the scene will support you.
I
So
100,000,000%.
Mhm.
It's like the especially like we'll call it like the DWP, but really kind of like the nail bite group. Like all those people, like every show is completely different. It's always like I always like find a new band
Mhm.
that I can like just fall in love with. I've met so many like cool people through that. It's gotta be really like fun also to kind of be alongside with them at a lot of shows, like with Noah and Garrett, like playing for them. That's gotta be kind of like a game changer also.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nailbite
I
has
mean,
like introduced us to so much and so many bands and so many venues. Like we owe them a lot. Like they helped us and we helped them. It's not just like a business collaboration. It's like a really it's building into a really good friendship as well. Like, I love the Nailbite guys. They're great people.
that's just that it's so amazing. Like to think when I met you, you guys were more focused on the covers, like you
Yeah,
had a couple songs and like they weren't really recorded the way that you wanted. Like now, like you've come full
Long
circle.
way.
yeah.
I
It's
mean,
been
that's amazing.
Thank you.
Like I'll never forget that day at Dobbs when you just came out with that Disturbed cover, and literally my son, my friend, like we all just stopped and were like, "Holy shit!" Like where
Wow.
where did you guys come from? And then Noah, like him going to town on the drums, like you guys were like so interesting to watch. And I've just been a fan ever since. And it's so fun to see like how far you've come in such a short amount of time. And you've got some big shows coming up.
Yeah, we do. Oh, I'm excited for them too.
And you have actual tickets, like the big boy tickets for this one.
I feel special.
Now, who is this with and when is it?
So this up and coming one is at Harrah's Casino and Racetrack, and says Philadelphia. It's technically Chester, PA, but it's gonna be with Astrophels and Crown of Smoke. This is our first time playing with Crown of Smoke. We've played with Astrophels before at Sweeney's, and
Oh, okay.
they're really good. I'm excited to see them again. And this is like a completely new venue. Like none of us know what this place looks like at all. Like,
That's
and so
exciting.
Wow.
oh yeah, no, we're excited. Like when I found out we were gonna be playing a casino, I'm like, okay, this should be interesting.
Yeah, Harris is a big deal.
Heck.
I was at Harris. I keep saying Broad.
There's been a lot of events. I think that's where Damon's having the celebrity boxing, the thing where Ric Flair's hosting.
That's
I
crazy.
think that's at Harris. Yeah, there's been a lot of like bigger things that I've seen being promoted for there. So that
Hell
should
yeah.
be fun. Big
Oh, I'm
stage.
excited for it. Yeah.
I feel like that's a place where you really pull some new followers and like some new fans because people are like in the casino, they stop in, they see your show, realize how awesome you are, and then they're like, oh my God, like, who is this? Strange Culture ad.
Oh man, I'm
So,
excited.
as far as music videos, do you guys have plans for more music videos? What's the next one that's kind of
We have
in the
one.
lineup that
We have one in the works. We have one we may or may not post pretty soon.
Two Men, One Trench?
We don't have one for Two Men, One Trench. We would like one for Two Men, One Trench. We talked about it. I don't know how much I can spoil, but I can tell you there's another music video coming soon.
Well, the other boys aren't on, so I mean, like, I can get like a few exclusives out of you.
I have a feeling.
Where are they off to tonight?
Yeah, they're off doing their own thing, and it's literally just me. But I have a feeling, uh, I have a feeling I'm gonna say something, and then I'm gonna show up the practice, and they're gonna be like, "Why'd you say that?"
Just be like, she threw me off by like making the comment about Two Men, One Trench. Like, I was totally thrown off without you guys. Like, you can't send me into the lion pit without you guys. They know me by now. Like, out of all the guests, like, you guys know me by now.
You're right. You are very much
So,
correct.
can you tell us what the video is that's next?
It is going to be for OFVB.
Yay.
Hmm.
And that's fun because that's like a pretty hype song.
Mhm.
Do you guys have something really special for like, have you guys started shooting it or just plans?
So when we went to shoot the music video for Volcano Butcher, um, for anyone that missed that before, we worked with Eric DiCarlo from Square Up Studios. He's also the
Yeah.
drummer for a band called Face Yourself. Great guy, great at what he does. Um, we shot 2 music videos that weekend.
Wow, that's a lot to do in a weekend.
Hmm. And it was fun throughout. So it wasn't like it was. I mean, yeah, it was work, but at the same time, it was fun. You know what I mean? So it wasn't like, oh, I got to do this next part. Like we enjoyed every single second of
Well, for anybody who hasn't watched Volcano Butcher, you really should check it out because that video is sick. So, can fans anticipate like that same kind of vibe since it's same director?
It's a little bit different. It is a little bit. It's a little bit different.
We like different.
Now, will the guy from the first video be making an appearance in the second video?
No,
Oh, he's one and done.
I mean, I wouldn't say he's one and done, but he's not going to be in this one. But we loved how he did in the first music video. He killed it. killed it.
You should just have him stop by every once in a while. Like he can almost be like Terrifier, just like show up like randomly.
Just appear like once every like frame in a music video. He's
I'm surprised Noah with the way that he loves Terrifier, and like I'm surprised he didn't talk you guys into doing something with art.
he probably still will.
Give him time.
He probably still will. He is addicted to the Terrifier.
I feel like he would wear the mask,
The
but
new one
it
was
gets hot.
Christmas.
What'd you say, Jesi?
The new one was all Christmassy. It was very festive. A holiday film for the whole family.
I didn't get to see it.
Okay. You know.
No, I love that you just said that because I went on, I like watched the parts that like I needed to like online, but that is so intense. It's so intense. Like,
Oh boy. Oh geez.
especially having a teenager in the house, like I can't get through a movie with that much. Like I still have like the last what is it? The last House of a Thousand Corpse.
Oh yeah,
Hell. I
Straight
still have
from
that
hell.
one. Dallas Buyers Club. Like people have been asking me to watch that, and I can't watch it. Like, well, like Jackson's around, so like, yeah, I have a whole list of like movies that I can't watch when he's, like in the house. But yeah, definitely in the grouping. But I think it's fun that they like made it kind of Christmassy because I feel like we needed another like horror themed Christmas movie.
We always do.
Yeah. There's some pretty good ones. There's that one, what was it Black Christmas? It's the one where the guy kills all the Santa Clauses. There's a couple of them. If there's Christmas horror movies, I've seen them. I've seen like a bunch of them, but most of them are older, like D
I'm gonna
films.
go hard with Gremlins.
Have you guys seen
Gremlins
Krampus?
as always.
Krampus
Yeah.
is a great movie.
Mhm.
Krampus and Gremlins are usually my
Gremlins is my
go-to
favorite Christmas movie.
Me too.
And Die
That
Hard.
and Home Alone. Like Home Alone, like I have to watch both of them. Like I never can make it through without Gremlins and Home Alone. Some of the other ones, like even though I love National Lampoons, like I can go 1 year without watching it.
Oh, I watch
with
that every
literacy.
year.
My dad every year he's like, "I want to watch it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know."
Oh my gosh. I remember when I was a kid, my parents would show me like old claymation Christmas movies from like the 60s and 70s.
Yep, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer and
Like
stuff.
Rudolph, like Santa Claus is coming to town.
Frosty. Yep.
A Year Without a Santa Claus.
Yep. All good. Those are classics.
Yep. Heck, the first Grinch.
Yeah.
They were so great when we were younger too. Like I used to like sit there for hours just mesmerized by the claymation, and now I'd be like, "What is this? Like, what's going on?"
Right. It doesn't translate as well anymore.
I mean, like I forget the name of it, but even the one movie that we went to watch, it was like one of the cartoons that wasn't like quite up to like the Disney cartoon standard. I remember like walking out, I'm like, wow, that was a really bad cartoon. But I guess to the kids, like they're like, we loved it. And I'm like, oh, like really? Wow, okay. Like to me, compared to like growing up with like the Disney cartoons, like it was very basic and not very like it did not keep my attention. I'm falling asleep. I have like this huge issue with Ryan Reynolds movies. I love Ryan Reynolds. And like I go into all his movies, including Deadpool, which Dennis can even like say that this happens because I've tried to watch Deadpool with him also. Ryan Reynolds' voice puts me to sleep. The second he starts talking, no matter
He does
what
not
he's
put me to
in,
sleep.
he put his voice literally like, and I mean not like just like nodding out. I mean like I am conked out. I have tried to watch Deadpool like a handful of times. I
So
fall
funny.
asleep in the beginning when they're on like the bypass thing,
Mhm.
and then I wake up when they're back on the bypass at the end. Like I've never seen any part in between. And it's really a shame because like even Jackson tried to get me to watch the one with Wolverine, and like I hear his voice and I'm out,
Mm.
out. But is there any movies that anybody that happens with anybody else? Like,
Not really. If something's really fucking boring, it'll put me to sleep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
just like
that's yeah.
I'm like a nerd. I have to get reclining seats too. Like I can't go for a 2-hour movie in like bucket seats anymore.
I don't fall asleep during movies, but I can tell you like whenever like us and the guys are like hanging out, I'm the first one to conk out every single time. I'm if I'm even the slightest bit comfortable, I'll just like lay back and just out like a light.
Yeah. I wish I
Now,
was
do they have like the frat boy? Like, do they have the frat boy routine that if you fall asleep with your shoes on, like they mess with you?
Um I have
He's
not
like, they
had
always
something
mess
like
with
that
me.
happen to me yet, but after they see, I mean, they already pranked me by thinking the Airbnb we stayed in when we went to the studio was haunted, so I
That's a
won't
good
be
bit. That's
I
a
won't be
good
shocked. I won't be shocked if they try something when I'm like knocked out.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
have
bit.
to appreciate with how much I would expect that you guys would be pranking each other. They kept it for like a really good, like they committed to that scare.
Yeah,
They
yes, they
wanted you to be terrified.
did. I've been trying to find the video. Like I took a video of myself basically saying like, "What is happening? What is this?" And I'm trying to find it and send it to you. I'm going to do it eventually when I find it, but it's so funny.
What were you thinking? Like, what was really going through your head in that moment when they're like, because there was things like moving and like you kept hearing noises and like they really like went all out for that.
So originally, the noises, we don't know what caused that. We were all in the kitchen when that happened. We were all just like getting ready for the day. And apparently, Noah was talking about hearing noises of specifically in Nate's room because, uh, which is concerning because that's, uh, anyway. That room is like usually it's set up for like where little kids would sleep. Like if it was like a family staying in the Airbnb. Um, Sorry, my brain broke. Anyway, but yeah, no, we heard noises. Apparently, he heard noises in there. And when we first got to the Airbnb, I was checking in the room where I was staying, and like there was no noisemakers underneath the dresser originally. So I'm like, oh, what? They are here and they are on. And what freaked me out is that they were on. The second we got back from the studio, I immediately go to drop off my stuff in my room. So I'm thinking to myself, how long was it on? So they must have like did it right before we left or something like that.
Oh my god, that's so great. Dude, there used to be a spy shop like down in like Warminster like years ago. I don't know if it's still there or not, but man, some of the gadgets that the store would have, like I would get in so much trouble. Like it would just be like off the charts. Like I'd be calling someone to bail me out because like it's just hilarious. Literally, you could play any prank on any person and they it's like setting someone that is into like the Impractical Jokers kind of like like those kind of jokes. it's like sending someone into a place where they could actually pull off to whatever extent they wanted to take it. Like, I've never actually been part of something that big. Like, that was like a group effort that was like planned over time. But I really like, I think it would be funny. Like, it needs to happen at some point. Like, just a good, like, wholesome, planned out prank.
I know. I need. Yeah, I know. I need to think of one to with for the guys now. So that might take a bit.
I still like I have the Impractical Jokers game and I still want to get it out one time, like either at a show. I really wanted to do it at a flea market because I feel like you really get like a variety of people
Mhm.
at a flea market. Like you could really
You
have some
really do.
fun.
It's all different kinds of people.
Mhm.
But I mean, like the Impractical Joker game, like I only like went into it a little bit, but oh my god, some of the things are so funny. Like just trying to talk someone into like committing to something like very weird that like you've got to try to explain why you want them to like sign your petition. That's great.
I remember you talking about that last time we were on.
I was gonna.
It's, and there's like a whole book, like they give you like a whole book. So it's not like you just have to pick one. Like you can pick through and they're all like equally twisted. It's great.
That's great.
My friend and I, we used to talk about like how funny it would be to like put something. I'm a pervert. It's gonna happen. Like to put like I had won a rabbit. I had gone to this like dirty. It was like a dirty uh Quizzo thing, and I won a rabbit. Like it's this huge dildo, whatever.
Oh my.
And it just like sat in the box because first of all, it's humongous. And like it was like the big one, like the max. So like it never really came out of the box. So I really wanted to go to a flea market and just put it at the end of someone's table and just kind of like tape the reaction of people walking up. And it would be really great if it was like somebody that had like a million knickknacks and then it was just sitting there's the rabbit.
Wow, that image
My
broke
friend's
me.
like, I just want to get like a suitcase, like with the numbers on it. I was like, dude, that you'll get in trouble for that. Like, you can't just leave a suitcase somewhere and like act weird and like walk away.
Right?
Oh my
Get on a
god.
watch list for that.
But I'm just telling you, like, dude, I think of so many like funny things that I could do when I'm out, and I'm like, this is probably why like people question taking me out like unsupervised because like nobody else would do these things, but I would. It's okay.
Oh my god, that image is so
Jesse's
funny.
thinking of all the weird things that
I
she's seen
know.
at the flea markets now. She's like, was Allie
Yeah.
gonna be
Many weird things.
so I oh my god, let's talk about that because you're a flea marketer, Jesse.
Yeah.
Jamie, do you go to the flea markets?
Oh, absolutely.
And Nick, you've been to the Q Mart.
Yes. Yes, I know the
Okay.
humor very well.
What I'll say what mine is, but what has been the weirdest thing that you have found at a flea market? I just have to say, this one time I was with I had met him before, so I knew what his product was. But like he got to Jackson and my friend before I had a chance to explain for them not to touch the item.
Mm.
But
Oh,
yeah, so I'm walking up and I see my son grab what looks to others as it is a pottery bowl. This guy makes pottery out of like poop and like things from a sewer. Oh my God. I'm like chasing Jackson with the hand sanitizer, and I'm like, oh my God, you don't touch things. You don't. And he's like, the guy just came up and like, this guy literally like hands his products off to people and then tells them what they are.
That's so-
Oh boy. So much
Like, I
wrong with
want
that.
to take those reactions because I know, like, I didn't
Mhm.
touch it because I know, like, I've grown up
Mhm.
around antiques and like, Nick, your face.
I'm putting the image in my head, and
He's up there. He's still up there. He's still going strong. I saw him last summer, so
Oh, good
I
God.
know he's still up
is this
there.
at
Yeah.
the Q? Wait, where? Which flea market is
Yes,
this?
it's outside the Q Mart. There's a guy that shows up there now and again, and he sells like he gets piping and like stuff from the sewer, and like some of it's got like stuff that's like corroded on there. And yeah, like there's no way you're cleaning that well enough to use it as a bowl.
God, that's so weird.
Yeah.
Y'all got weird shit on the East Coast. We don't have that shit in the Midwest.
There's a guy up there with a parrot that sits
I
there and he just lets it go
I
down him.
know. I know that guy, and I know that parrot.
Yeah, he's a scene.
I know.
I haven't seen him in a while, but he's definitely an event too.
Yeah, no, I've seen the parrot freak the crap out of me the first time I ever saw it.
So go ahead, Jesse. What's the weirdest thing you've seen at a flea market?
Man, I've just seen some really weird stuff. It's hard to really pin it down. I think more so just weird people. Like just weird people and the earlier you get there, the weirder they are. But yeah, just like I don't know, you see some characters and then you see them all the time and then they end up becoming like your friends and you're like, oh hey, it's Sunday, we're all here. And
I
then
love when you go with a new person to a place that you've been like quite frequently where you know all of your fellow weirdos. Like,
yeah,
I love like the new person's looking at you like, how do you know these people?
I know, right? Or when you bump into somebody and they're like, how the hell do you know that person? You're like, he's just around, man.
Oh my!
So, Jamie, what's the weirdest thing you've seen?
I haven't seen anything weird like you, but I will tell you the most useful weird thing I ever found at a thrift store, and it was an electric ice cream scoop. You literally plug it into the wall and it heats up and you scoop your ice cream. And I'm telling you, I've never seen anything like it before I got it, but it was an absolute game changer when my kids were little for birthday parties. That's
Oh,
probably
okay.
the weirdest but most useful thing I have ever seen.
I'm gonna have to look
I feel like
into
you
that.
need to get one.
Oh my God, it was amazing. I never even knew it was a thing because I always would like run my ice cream scooper underneath hot water or whatever. And this, you plug it in like 15 seconds, it's warm, it slides right through your ice cream like butter. I still have it. It was literally the best $1.50 I have ever spent in my life as a mom.
I feel like I'm the only one that here that like struggles to scoop ice cream because I don't heat it up. I try
Game
I try
changer. It was
to
$1.50.
struggle through. Oh my goodness.
But no
So
poop bowls. Sorry.
You can still get them.
Yeah. Okay.
They're wireless now.
Oh my gosh!
oh, you
They're
have to plug in.
wireless now. See, that's even better
Yeah, they're
than with a
wireless
cord.
now. No cord. No cord. $25 Amazon.
Mine
It
has
was
a
like
cord and it was
"You're
only
like, "Oh,
$1.50.
change."
I will tell you.
Yours probably will outlast.
For sure, that thing's gonna outlive me. I guarantee it.
Wow. These are cool. I'm gonna have to look into. Man,
Game changer if you
oh,
like ice cream.
if you have the one from the 1990 Salton the Big Chill battery operated heated ice cream scoop, somebody is trying to sell this as a vintage for their vintage kitchen, like $60 on.
Holy shit. Maybe I should look into reselling my ice cream scoop.
Be sitting on the
Oh my-
Cadillac of ice cream scoops.
I'm on a gold mine here.
Huh?
Huh.
So I have to ask. So if you think, how do you think that I would do if we switch spots? Like if I was the one that was being asked the questions and you guys were the ones asking me the questions.
Hmm. I think it'd be a little more planned. Because you have like your questions, like I'm pretty sure like you usually have like your questions either like thought about originally or like at least like planned in some way, shape, or form. Where when we're being asked, it's more like just what's like what's rolling off the top of the head. It's literally just like a reaction almost. I don't know. That's like the best answer I can give.
You asked the weird questions, Allie, so you wouldn't be asked the weird questions by us. You are the one that has those weird off the wall questions.
I'm gonna tell you, Jesi, when we did that podcast, that was so hard for me. Like, I'm so bad with being asked questions about myself. Like, I'm so
That was
used to
easy for
asking
me. I
other
can talk
people
about myself
questions. Like,
forever.
afterwards, I'm like, dude, I probably sounded so dumb. Like, they asked me like what my goal was, and I'm like, just to do my show. Like, yeah, like that was kind of stressful for me. Like, I would definitely do it again, and it was
I'm good at
fun. But
talking about myself. So I'm like, anytime.
yeah, I don't think I'm as good, like, with the role reversed.
Mhm.
I
I have a
do love
massive
when
ego.
I do love, Jesi, you've done it more because 'cause you've been around longer, like, when you take charge and you lead the show, it is nice every once in a while to just sit back,
I'll sit back and relax,
chill.
and I'll tell you, yeah.
But, yeah, we've had a lot of crazy times. Who would you say was the most, like, unexpected guest that we had on? That because we've had some really like wild people, even when we're trying not to be as wild, like we've had some people like drop some pretty big stuff on our show.
Oh, yeah. Um, I mean, I've had a lot of my favorite bands on here, and I'm always surprised that they want to say yes or come on because I'm like, "Me? Little me? You wanna talk to me for an hour? That's crazy." So, I would say for me, it would definitely be Horrendous or Ghost Bath. Like, I was just like, "Wow, that's crazy. You wanna come on? Jesse Green from Yoaga and Burial It?" Like,
You know
that
what? I was like blown away with how like clean cut they came on. Like
mm,
when you see like them done up for their shows,
yeah.
I mean, like, they look, like, totally different. I mean, like, I I loved how, I forget his name, but he, like, came on with the wine, and he had, like,
Oh,
the leather
yeah,
jacket on.
MJ Knox from Horrendous. He's got I would say he's got the best, one they're very famous, like, I always like to like, I'm always, like, asking people from other cities, like, what is, like, Philly's biggest band? Like, what are they like, what is it? I'm always, like, curious, like, what is our biggest metal band? And every single person from another state, because they're local to Philadelphia, and I know they're big, but everybody's just like, Horrendous is, like, astronomically big, and I'm like, "That's sick." So that was really sick to have.
They've done so much in the last in, like, the last, like, year.
Mhm.
I mean,
I mean, I have
it'd be
their
fun if
10
we could see a if we could see a fest. We should get a Philly fest going with, like, all, like, the good Philly bands.
Oh, there is one. I think there
Maybe
there is one on I'm putting a fest on, July 26th, grinding shelter for animals like Hunter, for little dogs
nice.
to find homes. But
And where is that?
that's gonna be a Bonks bar in Port Richmond. And we're shutting down the street. We got a bunch of vendors, and it's gonna be sick. It's called Grinding Shelter because it's all grind bands, and it's sick. And it's gonna be announced very soon. So keep your eyes out. Some real fucking rippers on there. And then I'm playing opening the whole thing. Yeah. So it's gonna be sick.
I I heard such great things about Brewstock and like some of the shows that they have like down south. Like
Yeah.
I feel like we need some like really good just shows like that like are just kind of like in an open field, like let's do it right.
Brewstock is cool.
Like I don't know, like I feel like everything with like I'll always love the pavilion and the waterfront, but I feel like it doesn't have the same vibe anymore. Like the last time we went, like it doesn't feel like how it used to feel with like Ozfest and Mayhem.
We have Decibel Metal and Beer. Which is always like, you're getting annoying now, goodbye. You always gotta make the sound effect when you put them on the ground. Like got Decibel Metal and Beer, which is like sick. This year it was Demolition Hammer played, Pig Destroyer played, Eternal Champion played. I think Philadelphia has one of the best music scenes in the East Coast, for fucking sure. I would say New York, Philadelphia, and Virginia, like nonstop, incredible like music, and we're really DIY in comparison. Pennsylvania is very DIY, and a lot of times we have underground
I
shows.
have to stop you for 1 second. Dennis is saying we're having a technical.
Okay.
So give us 1 minute. Okay. Can everybody separately, like I'll start, can you go through and like say
Like,
something? Because
no, they're fine. You got to log off and log back in.
me?
Yeah, it's horrible.
Yeah.
You froze the whole time. Your face is like
Oh
no.
okay.
the whole show looks like.
It's not showing. I'm not freezing on my end, so I can't see it.
You didn't reset your router, did you, when I told you to the other day?
Well, I didn't reset it, but here, I'll go out and go back in.
Okay. He was having internet problems the other day. I told her to reset her router.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could still like hear her fine. I mean,
Yes, I know. Well, yeah. It's just that
it's all good.
we'll see when she comes back in. Hopefully it'll be okay. I just don't know how long it's going to stay okay because she's still going to have a router problem.
Mm.
Am I better?
Did not in the beginning. You weren't. Keep talking. Keep moving.
Blah 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 blah.
Move some more. It cuts out a little, but you're moving. All right, we'll start again. You can get back to it then.
Where did we leave off?
We
I
left
think
off with Jesi talking about a Philly fest.
Yeah. Fucking sick.
I'll cut out the part that got messed up with Allie. Not the whole thing. I mean, just this thing where she went out. So,
Should I just start up with a new topic then?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
yeah, you're freezing again.
I'm freezing.
Yeah.
I don't. What else can I do?
Okay, you're not now, but I can guarantee it's going to freeze again. All right, well, let's try it.
Okay. Sorry, guys. I've been having like phone problems, so I heard
It happened.
about it.
It's all good.
Oh yeah, you're frozen right now.
Yeah.
So,
It's your router. You got to reset it, or this whole show is going to be like this.
okay. I'm gonna go try to reset it. I will call you. I'll
Wait. I just make sure you want to do that. It's a 20-minute process usually for it to reboot itself.
So, what should I do?
Now your sound's not matched up with your face.
So, what do you want me to do?
I don't know. Just finish up with Nick, and then we'll see what we can do. But when's the next guest come on?
At 8.
Okay. Just maybe do like
Everybody
10,
restart, finish it, restart everything.
do like 10 minutes. Do like 10 minutes with him if you can, like do 10 minutes more and then cut it, and then that'll give us 20 minutes to try to figure out what's going on.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
So, can you guys tell me what made you decide to be on a Pretty Little Podcast?
You asked me to.
It was that easy for you?
It was that easy for me. It was that easy for me.
And you both kind of got thrown in with.
Yeah, I mean, I took over Vincent's segment that he was doing with you and kind of just got thrown into everything. So, yeah, you asked me. I said, okay, because I was wanting to do something like this anyway. So, it's worked out perfect for me.
Yeah, I loved how at the Ritz when we were at Norma Jean, I'm like, you want to go interview people? You're like, yeah, I'm in. Like, we went down into the crowd. Like, everybody was so hype. I love doing the crowd interviews.
Yeah, and I think that you and me work better than you and Vin. I mean, I'm cuter than Vin, so that's just all there is to it.
Yeah.
It's like
I get
freezing
it.
on the weirdest faces for me. Is that why you're laughing, Nick? Like, I keep
I'm very expressive all the time. It's just me.
You can't like freeze frame me at any point because I do make funny faces. So this is like I know.
Oh, I promise it's not. I promise it's not about that. I promise. I'm just listening to every single conversation. I'm just very. I'm engaged. I'm just very expressive.
So, what would you say since we started the show? What was what was your biggest like oh shit moment?
For the band, like what, like as far as like what we did.
As far as like, yeah, I'll ask you for the band and I'll ask them for the show. What is the biggest like oh shit moment when you're just like, because I know we've had quite a few behind the scenes, like we've had people that are just like, I gotta go, and then they like click off and come back. I mean, we've had a lot of crazy things happen where I've just been like, what is going on? So I wanted to hear from you guys.
My biggest one was when my phone died. Like during yeah, that was like I was like, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind. And then my phone died. Yeah. That was just like, fuck. That was like, I was like, Allie's gonna kill me. So that was definitely it. I was like, my phone died twice doing this. Cause I'll be like, I got, I don't know. I got so many. I got my hands. These are all my hands. I got them in so many pies, and then I'm like, I'm Jesi from a Pretty Little Podcast, and I am podcasting from outside the hospital, or like I am podcasting from my band is practicing in downstairs, or like. But my thing is like you show up, like even if you have shit going on, you gotta show the fuck up. So that's why I'm like, I'll be like, text Allie, I'm like, I'm in the hospital. Do we have podcasts tonight? She's like, if we did, we would cancel it. I was like, I brought my laptop just in case. So, like, that kind of shit. Like, I've had a lot of oh shit moments. Definitely the Monday I was in the ER, I was just like, don't worry. Jesse's, don't worry, I'm ready. Like, so I've had a lot of them.
My first one was with Lena Scissors when I confused her home
Oh,
country with the country from Princess Diaries.
you said Moldova.
Oh my god, dude, that was the worst moment for me.
You
Like
dog.
her face, she just looked at me like, you stupid girl. And like she was so nice about it. And she's just like, what country are you referring to? And I'm like, I don't even know. I don't even know. I said it really wrong. That's not a country. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
man.
said it as if I like really knew what country it was. Dude, it was like part country, part made up. Like it just was bad. That was my oh shit moment. Jamie, have you had one
I
yet?
haven't had any. I haven't had any oh shit moments. The only moment that didn't go as planned so far really was when Taylor from Taproot texted me like right before he was supposed to come on and said that he had been gifted a ticket to see the Used and asked if it was okay to reschedule. And that went kind of flawlessly. So, my only like, oh shit moment was actually interviewing Taylor from Taproot because I've listened to Taproot since my early 20s. I'm 45 years old now. So, like, I've listened to them for more than half my life, and they are seriously one of my absolute favorite bands. And I got to talk to one of the members of one of my absolute favorite bands. So that was my closest to, oh shit, like fangirl moment that I've had. Everything else has gone smoothly for me.
Nick, what was it? What's been your oh shit moment with the band?
Well, when it comes to how everyone was describing like an oh shit, like what is going on, like in a bad sense, there was I wouldn't say like a few like too many bad ones. I remember before a cover show one time, Garrett's string broke. Like
Oh, that
5
happens to me. Yeah, I always feel really bad when that happens, and then is it an important one?
Yeah,
You
I had
know?
to run back to the practice space so he can get a new one. What else was another? I'm trying to think of another bad oh shit moment that I can think of. But no bad oh shits are coming to mind. But like when we were talking about Jamie with the fangirling thing, Allie witnessed me fangirl in front of.
Oh, we both did. We both did. Mixie, we both did.
Yeah. I felt like such an idiot leaving
I was
that.
trying to get you to lick her the whole time. I'm like, dude, just walk up and lick her. Like, just make a
Yeah,
statement.
you were saying that. I'm like, what the hell? Oh my god, she would have like punched me in the face.
It would have made that line so interesting, though. Like, and you poor thing, you had to take pictures with everybody else with her and like didn't even get your own picture. And you like, after you're done getting all the pictures with everyone else, you're like, I didn't even get my own picture. And like, then you went back and like, I got like the 15 pictures of you like hugging her and like talking to her.
hmm
So you have like a little mixy book.
I do,
You can
and
put them
I love it.
together and it's like your whole interaction with her. I was like, boom, 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 boom.
It's really funny how like open and like goofy she is personally from our experience. She's like she's so open and like just herself, and it reminds me of like almost every single artist that I've met so far in this like sort of like heavy metal sound, or hell even
Mhm.
industry. They're not like this like big time like big ego celebrity sort of like thing like so far. Like they're just people who love what they do.
Yeah.
And I love that. It
Yeah.
makes it like it makes it wholesome. Like meeting the guys from Earshot and the way that they were just like nice and calm and open. I'm like,
Oh, we got somebody in the background. We got a special guest.
Hi.
Yo, pre-appearance here. What's up,
Wow.
everybody?
what's going on?
Yo, everything works.
How
Surprising.
are you?
Yeah, I'm doing very well. Yeah, good to see everybody. Brushed up a little bit.
Oh, it's so good that you got makeup on, everything.
Yeah, I don't know. Santa Claus came early or left, stayed here. I think he stayed here and chilled with me for a while. Yeah, so yeah.
So tell us about everything you've got going
Oh
on.
my god. Yeah. Just practicing with everybody, and I'm like halfway through my album. Everything is great. I videotaped like everything, so it's been a lot of like organizing and storing everything, and those files are gigantic. So everything is amazing. I mean, I'm singing great, so every time I sing over anything that I had thought of prior, kind of like amazed and like, this is good.
It's all going well.
Yeah, when you just dedicate the time, right? So
Mhm.
yeah, how is everybody? 100, uh, the 100th episode. Here we go.
I know.
Yay.
Our
My new
21st
microphone.
and
Yeah.
100th.
Watch all those T's and H's come out of
You still hold that number one spot.
Yeah. I'm going strong for that. Gonna get hopefully yeah. What was the September that band you like? You wanted to check them out?
I've sent
I
you
know,
quite a
right?
few. There is a show coming up on Saturday if you're around over at Artie's.
Oh, really?
Uncured
Okay.
and Twisted and Northvale.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Send me the link. Let me take a look.
Yeah, it's their hometown show, so it should be pretty fun.
Love
Oh,
it.
September remembering or September? Can you guys remind me?
September morning.
Morning. I'm
The
sorry.
pem-
Yeah,
They're
Jesus.
good.
I'm sorry.
I
Yeah,
love
coming
them. Like
underneath my rock right now. So yeah, Jesus.
I've heard of them. But I never actually like got like listened to a song. Like I need
They're
to.
really good. I saw them open for Power Man 5000 last year. They're really good.
Oh, cool.
really.
Nice. Yeah, they're really nice to me. So that I know. I wish I didn't ruin the band name there. September morning. So let's get that straight. And yeah, they're really nice to me. And there's certain bands that are out there when I see them like progressing, it feels good. You know,
Is
there's
there
another
any
band that
chance for a possible collab? Because
I mean,
that was
if DMs collaborate, sure, you know. It's just a joke. But yeah, I mean, yeah, and they're really nice to me. I mean, I'm ready if they want to do it. So yeah, I'm finally at that state of mind and technology and performance and all of
so.
that.
Tell us all about the music.
Oh boy, yeah, and I'm bringing some songs back from when I wrote them when I was younger, and it's like 12 years. When you look at the files and you look at like the dates of them, you're like, wow. But they're fantastic. So like, yeah, I'm just indulging in that, and then my friends are supportive and they like it. And then there was some vocals that were clashing that I wanted to do like on top of each other, but then I decided to just move that to the end of the song and do that vocal here, and then it's just the heavy. It's like, to me, it's like Nirvana Slayer heavy. It's like this, like, I was like, oh yes, finally. It's like, yeah. So I was like, I finally settled into this spot where like the vocal, because I was fighting it for 12 years or so. I don't even know how many years. So just feels good when the music and the melodies and the lyrics, even though like there's some lyrics that were taken from pop stars and this, and I had to go, oh geez, I can't do it. I don't know if I can. So then I was like, you know what, I don't even care. So but yeah, no, this one riff is it feels really good to have that one riff, really. Even all the rest of the music is beautiful too, but for that riff to just take its place and stuff feels extra special. You know what I mean?
So
Yeah.
what song out of the ones that you have done holds like that special place in your heart?
I mean, all of them do, because it's just all sacrifice. I mean, anything you do is like a sacrifice of time from anything else, right? So I don't know. It's pretty wild. All of them are great. I mean, there's nothing to hide from. That one's extra special right now because it's taken a hot minute to get it right. And you know, I sold a good amount of records with all the people helping me and stuff, and to put the time in to make sure that that song actually, because that's like the last song on my set right now. So it's like wow. So like but like luckily I've like regrouped with my you know, younger friends or people who are around me in the community that are playing live now. So I don't know, it's super good. I have no issues guitar wise, drum wise, or I'm looking for another singer probably, but it's gonna take a hot minute. So it's, but like I have two singers, me and Tommy T maybe right now. So we'll see. We got three. Three would be good. My mom suggests three. I don't know why, but she thinks the third one would be good. I'm looking for a big band sound. I'm sick of kind of. I'm not. It's confusing, right? Because there's going to be a chance that maybe it's only me and the drummer that show up. Who the hell knows? With circumstances out there. So, but like, I'd like to have a big band. So, like, if I don't sing or I don't play guitar, like, I can just put my stuff down and just walk away, and then everything is good. And I can go into the crowd, or I can go literally just do anything else. That's what I would like. You know, it's a little unrealistic in a way, but not really. There's a lot of big bands that I look after that are doing that, and they do it well. It's hard though, but I think I'm doing it. So I'm just gonna take my time. I'm looking at a lot of music directors, producers. I don't really necessarily look at bands anymore. I look at producers and music directors and things like that. Band directors. I'm kind of on that like next layer, uh, analyzing things. So it's a little intense.
I can't even wait because yeah, this has been in the like the works for so long. I mean, you released the first one and he's so humble about it. He's like, yeah, I sold some records.
Oh yeah, I hear you. Yeah, everybody wants you to count
Only
them.
like I read online like four like huge like containers of records, like he's making light of it.
No, I mean I could sell more, I could make more, but I don't want to make more. I want to just, because there was some notes there that like it's hard when you're compromising with creativity and people that you like and love or whoever is in your life at the time. So there are some compromises that I don't know. It's tough, but like that's what makes it art and interesting. So I'm okay with that. I don't know where to go with that, but there, even with the song prior to the song on the set, I have Robo on it, and I've had it since I released that other song. I should have probably put that as song B, but I didn't really believe in it because like the tempo changes a lot. But like all my friends like it, I like it. I think it's awesome. So like it's just wild because I have like, you know, it's like, oh, you're that, not that there is that quote, but like one hit wonder. But it's like I've had this second song the entire time, just always had it, and then I always had more songs, and it's just like it's wonderful. But it's tough because like with Robo, I had to do like bass and I had to put it in the PA. So when he played to it, he kind of had some kind of sound behind him, because like headphones are good and all, but like some old school guys that kind of need some oomph and things going on. So like I had to play bass, and things kind of get wild as you're kind of just playing as things are going. So like, I made it work, but some people could say it sounds slow, but when you play to it, it is fast. It is super fast, and you know, but the more you practice it, the better and faster you move. So I don't know. It's nice to see all those changes happen, because like now it's like we're all playing smoothly to the end, and I don't know. Some of these riffs are intricate. They're so simple, and they have stops and starts and holdouts, and I try to make it as simple as possible, but like super like interesting, because like I don't want to. If you're not singing those four, I don't know. There's a lot involved with music, right? So bending notes, I like bending notes, though, but bending it at the right time is super important. So that's where kind of like my creativity, I think, is excelling. I didn't know that bending a note was something that I was gonna be happy about when I did that. So now I bend it a note and it makes sense, and it's really cool. So anyway, so what's going on? 100th episode. What's up, show?
Oh, we want to hear everything you have to say. So do you have like a game plan when you release your new music? Like, are you going to go on tour? Are we going to be able to hear it live?
Yeah, I mean, of course. Yeah, I mean, there is no obvious good game plan when you have no budget and you're not some crazy zillionaire or whatever. So I'm just trying to sing. I'm literally at this point I'm writing the songs, because a lot of these songs I wrote in a different tuning. So now I'm like going from D to D sharp. So I had to re-record everything, put it in there, and then sing on top of it and get the same feel that I thought I had from 12 years ago and all that stuff. And that's why I'm like happy I at least have I have good or better from that. And I've been singing over keyboards. So like the thing is, like, I can play guitar forever. I can play bass forever. And I can play drums forever. I could sing forever too, but it's just like my singing is difficult. Like your lungs, it's a lot of effort, and it like really knocks you out sometimes. Like you have to sleep hard. Like
Yep.
I'll play guitar and stuff. Maybe I'll sleep hard, but I won't sleep as hard as if I sing. So like I've been singing to keyboards, and I've been writing my songs so that if I move something, I can just move it. I'll play demo stuff. I have demos over it, or I'll play bass over it now, and I'll enjoy playing, because I'm literally a bass player first. So like I'll play bass over everything and just enjoy, and I can sing over that. Like I just know the attack and all the frequencies and stuff like that. So like I've been literally just singing over bass and keyboard, and I've been making my songs that way, and then just making space so like my vocals go as far as I want, and it stops, and if it fades away or it dips down, like all my vocals are perfect, and then I can like do lower. I can take a keyboard. I can then like do an octave, or I could do a third, or I could do a fifth, or I can do all these things. Keyboard. I could do 6 tracks. I do 6 tracks now because I watch tons of big producers, and they're like, oh well, we do or 5 tracks. They do 5, I do 6. So they do one in the middle, 2 over here, and 4 over here. So 2, 4, 5, right? But I do another one. So like if you like it where it is, or I didn't sing a word or better, you have like a little bit of extra play. It's really not necessary, but it's I don't give a shit. I just want to sing another one. I'm like so excited to sing that last one, and after singing all those, you have this beautiful thing, and you're like, ah. And then plus, like, I don't know, there's certain ones that line up really well. So like I've been doing like just stereo fields of my vocals, because vocals were always last in my recording. So now I'm doing opposite. Drums are always first. Now I'm doing drums last. Now vocals were always last. Now I'm doing vocals nearly first. So
So what does
um
your family think of it? What does your dad and your
oh my
uncle?
god, I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, the problem is when you're editing things, or things are being sent in between people, things get sent wrong, and you're like, so he's listening to like the woes in the wrong timing, and I'm like, no, I did that over here. So like by the time the shit actually is on time, who the hell? So I can't count anything until it's said and done. I mean, it's just so
Oh, I'm so excited.
yeah, no, it's all great. I mean, the woe, everything is good. Like it's almost like Dr. Dre samples, where if you do something good or you didn't even mean it, but you like were intentionally doing something, you can repeat that thing over and over again, even though it's obvious. And it's like, I can't do it. So that's why I have to have other singers do these simple woes. But these simple woes are really difficult and they exhaust you. So like I need to be with people who are like willing to accept, like, hey, like this isn't the lead vocal or the words, but it's going to like take a lot of energy. I'm sorry. So yeah, so I'm going into like deep ends of a lot of things. I hope it, I mean, it should work out. I think it makes sense. I mean, when I explain it, or I don't know. I've been in all those situations, so I don't see the problem.
I'm so excited. So do you have like a goal time that you kind of have together that you're
No, I have too much film. I have too much audio. I'm like halfway through the songs that I love, but then I'm with the band now. So I'm thinking maybe I'll do this album
Yeah.
myself with me and Matt. And then on the other, or Camille and James. And then on the other side, I think I would probably just commit to the band or something. To that way you have my side where I just went full out as far as I possibly could. And I have like a couple other songs, so it might dip into the other side of theirs or something, but I kind of want them to be involved because there's certain chords that are cool, and like the deeper we get and the more guitar players we get and the more like we can hold different things out. And I think it's more important than me just knocking every single song I've ever done. But there's something, I don't know. There's certain feels and finger movements and things. So yeah, so I'm gonna do. I have these ones done. They already know, everything is said and done, and like I'm gonna play these, and I have the effects that I want with the bass and stuff. Because we're gonna like on that riff thing, we're gonna only at that moment is when we put like the distortion, the chorus, and the delay, and all that stuff on. And only at certain moments where we'll add certain effects to like bring up the bass. And even if it's gonna be good. I don't know, I'm excited for that riff to be heard, and that's all I have to say. Can't wait to hear it and
So do-
get it finalized, right?
I
yeah.
see another friendly face backstage.
Hi. Hey, how are you?
Hey!
Yeah.
I think Oscar is going to be joining us like at
Oh, hell yeah. This is a great Hunters episode.
I don't know if I was supposed to join early or what. So here I am. Hi guys.
I know. Well,
Oh,
I am
nice.
so excited to hear all about your UK tour.
Holy crap. I have so much to freaking tell you. Like, oh my God. And like the we got to talk about like the Europe tour. It was like insane. It was all across UK and Europe, and like most of the venues were completely sold out, and like a lot of the venues were like over 2,000 cap rooms. So it was like the most insane thing I've ever done. Like it was amazing. And then we also now finally we're on a label. We're on a record label. Yeah, and we finally can release our unreleased music that we've been holding on to that nobody's been able to see. So I know that we're going to be releasing in mid-July for the new single, and we're about to announce that soon. So lots to talk about today.
That's
Now,
very exciting.
is this the video that I got to see a little piece of last time I was with you?
Was it like where we were like like we're barely human and we're half human, half robot? Yeah, baby.
Oh,
Yep, finally. I'm so excited. Yeah, I know I'm excited.
that video looks so cool. And you guys released XXX to kind of tide everybody over while you guys were away.
Yeah. Yep. We needed to release XXX as everybody was waiting on music, and we were, I think, so we did the music video. I want to wait for Oscar. He's gonna. Do you want me to just tell him to join early like I did?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, all right. Well, it's 5 o'clock now, so perfect. He'll be joining us in a second. But yeah, so basically, with XXX, I know that like everybody was waiting for this Jensen video because we created this music video, this insane BTS footage and everything like that. We were showing everybody pictures of this like insane production with one of the biggest, directors in rock music right now. Like he does all the videos for Falling in Reverse. Yeah, he's freaking insane. Like their visual effects team are like unmatched. Like the video they did for Architects and Ice Nine Kills, and there's just so many bands. Hi, Oscar.
Hey, joining the party.
I only joined 2 minutes ago, and you've missed it all. No, I'm kidding.
Only I had been there. If only I had been there in some form to know what you were talking about at all.
I'm so excited because all 3 of the guests so far that you guys have come on, Strange Culture's releasing their new album. Jerry's ready to almost release his new music, and you guys are releasing yours. Like, this is awesome.
Yeah.
Finally, it's been a long time coming. Oscar,
oh my gosh.
Oscar has all these, like, he was already starting to build up like the lore for each character, and he had all these ideas because we have this like insane, like crazy fight scene in the video too that you guys will see soon. But yeah, anyway, like we were just like we had all these ideas and we were so ready to release it. But yeah, I'm very excited. We've partnered up with Judge and Jury record label. So Howard Benson, he's a Grammy award-winning producer. He's recorded like 3 Days Grace and Seether and My Chemical Romance and Bon Jovi. I mean, just so many people, Hailstorm and everything. He's worked with just rock bands. And so he was our producer of our Perfect Drug EP. Sorry, Mike Plotnikoff, his lead engineer. We worked there with their whole team. So Howard Benson owns this, West Valley Studios, and that's where we recorded our first EP, Perfect Drug. And so we were already kind of on Howard's radar, but we were just, we didn't get signed at that time. We were a little baby band, we're trying to build, and then we've done a lot since then. We've done so much touring, and we've released a lot of songs, and we've just been building and building that. Howard and Neil is the drummer of 3 Days Grace. So Howard and Neil created this record label, and they've been doing like big things with like Butcher Babies and Starset and 3 Days Grace and Breaking Benjamin. I mean, just so many bands. And we've joined a great team, and I'm so excited to see, because Lilac was doing so much on our own. So I'm really excited to take us to the next level, with a label.
And I loved how while you were on tour, I just had to point this out because you took pictures and you made a comment underneath and you're like, I decided not to wear makeup for the rest of my show. And I'm thinking like, damn, like,
now I don't even have makeup.
Being tired and being on tour in the UK like looks great on you.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, no, I don't know what it was. Like right now I put on some sparkles, like I gotta do something.
Beautiful.
It was so empowering, I think, because I don't know what it was, but I think so much of my life being in bands, I was always just thinking like, okay, if you want to be famous, you got to be this brand and you got to be this larger than life character, and you have to be like wear this mask all the freaking time. And like, I don't know when it like snapped in me, but I was just like, everybody loves like our voice and what we stand for and our lyrics and like just the power of like how we're creating these songs that people can relate to, and it touches them in their soul. I don't care whether I'm wearing purple lipstick or not, and I mean, it's good to like, wear makeup when you want to be, feel yourself and, feel pretty, but like, you don't have to do it for people. And I think it was like really empowering to be like in front of thousands of people. And some days I did, I wear my makeup or whatever. And some days I was just like, I mean, we're doing our day jobs at the same time, right? So like it was a little rough going from like, okay, here's my day job meeting, and then immediately I'm on stage for sound check. Then here's my day job meeting, and then immediately I'm on stage for, the show. And it's just so much back and forth. That some days I just didn't have time to do my makeup, but everybody still wanted signatures just the same, and they wanted pictures just the same. And I guess it was a cool reality check for me. Like, I can, you can be passionate about what you do and not have to wear this mask. If anything, people appreciate you more when you're just yourself, and I love that. I love it so much.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think even metaphorically, like as the band, we took off our makeup because I think we showed up to Europe with this idea of like how we needed to be in front of this crowd of people, how we were going to present ourselves, and like, okay, like we gotta like be top notch in everything and act a certain way and like have this energy. And then like it didn't quite pan out the way we thought. You know what I mean? Like the crowd interaction was very different. It was just a bit of a different energy. And I think kind of like Elisa's saying, like kind of taking off that mask, taking off the makeup, right? I think metaphorically for all of us, right? Like as a band, like once we stop trying to be this thing, and instead we're just like, nah, dude, we're just gonna throw down, like we're gonna scream in people's faces, we're just gonna like fucking yeah, have fun. Like it really like turned out at that point, like once we were on stage, just having a good time, having fun with people, like the tour like changed completely. And we were just like having a blast every night and like getting so much like back and forth from the crowd. So it was a really cool experience to like, yeah, like Elisa saying, like be your authentic self. And I think once you really start having fun and like being yourself, the crowd can feel that. And it's just like so much more of a great experience for everyone involved.
Absolutely. I mean, for every single performer, I mean, not just myself and everyone else included, to know that you don't have to stress out trying to be something else for somebody when you're just yourself on stage and people are enjoying that more. There's no better feeling just being on stage, having fun, being yourself, and with people just accepting that, not just accepting it, but really liking it. It does something for you. It really does.
And what's even cooler is that like, so for a while there we were shopping to record labels, and we had a lot of people just tell us like, well, what's your gimmick? What? Like, like, well, I mean, Sleep Token's doing great, and they wear masks and like, or face paint and all this stuff, and I was like, well, yeah, well, Spirit Box doesn't. Like, I was like, you don't have to like, yeah, Icon and Kills, they have their thing that's amazing that works for them, and Sleep Token has their thing that works for them, and Slipknot, they wear masks, but not all bands have to have a gimmick, and
Yeah.
I think for us to be signed and partner up with Howard Benson, who's just so true to the song, like he really, like the first thing he told our band was like, I want to create a songs that evoke emotion. So I want you guys to be real in all the lyrics and everything, and that's exactly what we want to, because like Cam is so passionate about writing instrumentals that he's proud of. He doesn't want to have to write in this generic box. Cam is like, he makes all these weird sounds and puts all these weird plugins on it. Like, we have to be ourselves and like be weird in the way that we want to be weird, and not have to fit these boxes that people try to put us in. I think every time that we've let somebody try to fit us into a box, that the songs didn't turn out right, and we didn't end up wanting to release it. We were just like, we're not going to release this shit. Sorry. Like it was, And so I think it's just, yeah, it's been a
We got a whole country album out there, just saying.
no, yeah, we've been able to. I think now we've learned a lot about pushing back. I think like, don't let the people who say that they know everything. They know everything in the industry, and this is the way you need to be in order to get signed. And no, we can create our own path. We can carve our own path, and I think we've learned a lot with that.
You guys look like you had a lot of like good quality, just time on your tour also. Like you guys really seem to enjoy every moment of it. Was there a special like food that you got while you were on tour? Did you guys get to ride like the bullet train? Like got to hear a little bit of everything.
I loved getting like there's like these yellow buses everywhere, like everywhere in Brussels and like in Belgium. And they all are having like these different like waffles, like where some are covered in caramel or some are covered in chocolate or Nutella or whatever. And like it's like literally on every corner. It's kind of like the Starbucks here, like it's just waffles everywhere. And those were so freaking good. I loved walking around Brussels together as a band without the cobblestone and everything. That was beautiful to me. What about you, Oscar? Same or different?
No, yeah, the waffle was cool and all, but it was really cool. I think for me, because I think you're right. Like we did genuinely like a lot of times we were just found ourselves walking around with like our friends, like getting lost in the city. You know what I mean? Like we're our friends as like the band. You know what I
You
mean?
put
Like,
your phone down for a while, didn't you?
huh?
You put your phone down for a while, didn't you?
Yeah. I was like disconnected for a while, and I was just trying to like really like bask in the experience of what I was. I was like, I felt like this had been something I'd been dreaming of for like so many people. And I felt so fortunate to be in that position to be like across the ocean, like playing shows, like in Europe, doing the thing. And I was like, no, like I'm just gonna be here. So much of that time I was just trying to like be in the moment as much as possible and go like I went to a cobbler in Brussels, like trying to fix a boot. Like that feels like down a little cobblestone street, like to the cobbler, and I had to like negotiate these like cash deals and like learn how to speak German so I could get my shoe fixed another place and like get completely lost trying to speak German. So like it was just like the legitimate experience of getting lost somewhere else where I originally thought like in these places like, oh, I'm gonna be uncomfortable, like I don't know, like I don't know the language, I don't know the people. And the world is so much warmer and closer knit, I think, than I thought it was. And so much like everyone just is people and like want to be warm people, want to be welcoming to like others from other places. And I think once we start like embracing the idea that we can just like kind of be a part of other people's culture, get to appreciate other cultures, and like not be so intimidated, to just lose
Yeah.
ourselves somewhere else. You get to really like bask in the like warm experiences that we got to have. And so even like getting to play the shows was amazing. Getting lost in Europe was incredible. And yeah, even on stage, off stage, there's so much to like remember and like hold on to.
That must be like the best feeling. Like I see all the artists, and this goes to Jerry too. I mean, like I always see like the photos from behind stage, looking out at the crowd. Like for playing some of these like huge venues, like was that nerve wracking walking out and seeing like lines of people like going back? Like
I don't get nervous. I think I get excited. I don't know about you, Oscar, but I feel like you and I, like the bigger the crowd, the like more amped we are, you know?
I was gonna say now we're pretty fucking badass. It felt great. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And toward what was it, like the middle of the tour, I think right after UK, Billy was like, you know what, I really love your sound. I really like Billy from Biohazard. He was like, I really love your guys' sound. I really love your energy and stuff. I'm gonna start going up on stage before you even play, and I'm gonna tell everybody, watch out for like this band. This band is awesome. They're brothers and sisters from the US, and they were it was like for a headliner to tell the crowd, watch these guys, let's fucking do this. It was like almost like you have permission to like the opener, because sometimes, especially we heard over in the UK and Europe, it's almost I guess a cultural uh thing to like if you want to show support for the headliner band, you need to show less support for the other bands. Like on don't be so obvious, that you support the other bands. That way it shows more support for the band you came to see. And that I guess it was like this unspoken kind of rule over there. And once Billy like just started introducing us in the beginning of the show, it was like night and day difference. Everybody was like, cheering already before we even started. And it made a big difference.
That's wild.
Yeah. But I mean, you're always going to get, especially with that kind of crowd, their music is different than ours. So like there are some like people that are just like hardcore purists where like they only wanted like the aggressive tone, let's scream, you know, but it's not even like a metal scream. It's like, you know, like their hardcore scene. And we have melodies, you know, we have singing and stuff like that. And I don't think some of them came to the show not expecting like a singing melody or something. And so like, but then so many other people embraced us. They were like, this is amazing. Like, you know, we want you to sign everything and great show. And yeah, so I don't know. It's like it was kind of a split between some people who felt like they had to like, no, this isn't like Biohazard, you know? But then other people were very, very welcoming. It was amazing.
That's wild.
Yeah.
So, can we talk about the first show that you played when you got over there? Because I was like, I was watching all everything that you posted. I was like, oh, I'm so excited for the first show. And then you guys are like, yeah.
You had some technical difficulties, didn't you?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Alfred, you want to go with that?
to say that, and we've done so much preparation as well. Like we've done all our homework before going over there. We're like, these are the adapters we need. Like this is exactly how we're gonna pack everything. Like we spent like 6 hours that day, like putting it together, like because everything was like broken up part by part in like 15 luggage cases, even at the first venue. So we looked absolutely insane to the staff, first of all, like carrying all this stuff, like trying to put it together, then running around Ireland, I think it was.
Yeah.
Like trying to like buy the last pieces of what we were missing. The TVs were we have like these monitors we use, and like those were missing from our first venue, so we had to go out and buy them. And we work all day to put this thing together and like barely get it to turn on. And we're like, okay, we're gonna play a show. Like we got this. Like stage is set up. We're all like in our outfits, like ready to go. And yeah, the track starts playing, and 5 seconds in, the stage cuts off, and like the lights go dead, and everyone's just like,
The whole venue went black. And I was,
Oh man.
oh my God, did we just like fry everything for the whole venue? I was so worried that we like ruined the whole show.
that was the thing, right? Because like, yeah, maybe we can't play. Okay, like our shit doesn't work, but did we just shut down the venue for the night for our first? But like, we can look back at that now and laugh and smile about it, because like those are the kind of like memories like you like those are the things you laugh about later on, you know, like holy shit, it sucked in the minute, and your heart's sinking, and like you got this pit in your stomach, and everything is going wrong that could possibly go wrong. But it's funny now on this side.
And literally the next day when we got to Dublin, we were like, okay, we're buying step down power converters. We need to buy a new power conditioner because ours fried, you know, but luckily all of our equipment was like completely okay. Like the power conditioner that was supposed to protect everything did, which is good.
Good.
It
It
just
is good.
fried the power conditioner. Yeah, so that was the only thing we had to replace. Yeah. Man,
Oh, that's wild.
Good times.
yeah, thankfully we tripped a breaker and they were able to flip the breaker back on, and the rest of the guys were able to do their shows, but we were just like we were already like 10 minutes past when our set was supposed to start. So there's no point in we don't have time to troubleshoot this. Like, you know, we're gonna troubleshoot it tomorrow in Dublin. All right, we'll call that our first show.
That's live music for you.
Yeah, absolutely. And House
Oh my
was amazing.
god.
They were amazing.
I said earlier about Nick's thing at Phantom Power when all the power went out. Jerry, have you ever had an instant where you're about to play kind of had a moment where all the sound went?
Can you hear me? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's been times in other countries, just like you said. Yeah, the power go like we're like there's like canoes or people on like a canal, like hanging out during restaurant hour, and we're like, there's no power here. And we're like, okay, I guess we'll go get a burger. At the time I ate a burger, and we go sit there and we're like, what What are we gonna do? And then you go back to the venue. It's like, is the power on now? No. Okay. And you're like, okay, well, over here. And then you're like, so yeah. No, there's times where that happens. It comes back or it doesn't, but usually it comes back and it's fun. It's a good time. I mean, you talk to your fans during the time. If you actually are into it, that's like the best time actually of all times. It's like you can actually interact with the people who wanted to see you first, and then you just take advantage of that and with each other and have a good time. So yeah, or you could fight each other too during that entire. So it's like one or the other, you know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. The power zone. What do you mean? I can't do my solo, dude. It's like, no, your solo comes second. Sorry, I'm sorry. Yeah.
So at least what did they say after like the power had gone out? Like,
Oh man, I needed to do damage control with the first two bands because what a first impression we made. You know, we don't want to seem like noobs. You know, like I mean, they're not gonna freaking want to play with us. Like we're setting the tone for the whole tour. So I needed to talk to them, let them know what happened or whatever, and just make sure that Biohazard and Life of Agony were cool for the next day and they trusted us. But like the good thing is like Lilac, the guys are, oh my god, like Oscar and everybody in the band is so freaking fast at like striking all their stuff off stage that like we were able to, I guess, develop a really good reputation with them just because of how fast we get off stage. So they have plenty of time to set up before before their set. And I think they loved how fast we are. So it was a really fast changeovers. So I think we made up for it. Yeah. I am glad that we got a driver that understood UK and Europe. That made an insane difference because, like, I would not have been able to understand the whole carnet situation with like moving musical instruments from one country to another. So every time we left, like England, every time we left UK, we had to like cross over and get carnets signed and stuff at the borders for like how much musical equipment we had with us. And like I didn't have to worry about that. The driver knew where to go. He knew to go to the cliffs of Dover here. He knew to go to Calais there. He knew exactly what ferries for us to take and stuff. So it was like a huge sigh of relief because I think that if the band had to figure that out, like if we just rented some kind of vehicle over there to like, move, man, I don't know how we would have done that. So I'm so glad we got a driver that knew the ropes.
Was it hard switching over like time? Like getting onto UK time?
I mean, I'll let Oscar speak on his, but I think with me and Sketty, especially like we were doing our so in the US, my day job is like the regular 8 to 5 kind of day job. And then, we have sound check and the show after, right? So I'm always able to do my day job in the day, and then I sing at night. And it's never conflicted. But in Europe, we had to literally it's at the same time. Like I started my work day at 2:30 p.m. and it ended at 11 p.m. And our show is when is sound check, guys? Like, when is the show? It was like literally on top of each other. So I had to like block out the show days like in my calendar for work so I didn't get meetings and stuff put in that. So it was hard for me, but I was able to juggle, which is good. I didn't have to take any time off. I was able to do both. What about you, Oscar?
We just stopped sleeping. Like that just stopped being a thing. Like it was actually really cool to like come back and have not slept for a month and a half. Because like when you're accommodating back to like regular schedule, I mean, on the bus, we were literally not going to sleep till like 4 in the morning any night because we had just never caught up. So once we got back, we're like, oh, okay, cool. Like I'm just going to sleep at 11 o'clock, midnight, whatever, like here, and like just waking up later. So like it didn't take too much getting used to, but it was just we didn't sleep for a month and a half at all. So there's that. But other than that, it was fine.
Who needs sleep anyway, man?
Yeah, it's that's poor life.
So do you have a lineup like for your next tour, or are you guys taking a little bit of time off?
So now that we've signed to the label, they want us to prioritize. We're going to release Barely Human in mid-July, and we have to write. We're like literally write a whole bunch of new music that we're going to release with the label. And so we're getting with like writers from all over. Like we're working with people who've written for Bring Me the Horizon. We're working with people who have written for Hailstorm. We're working with people who've written for Poppy. Like we're just gonna get in a room with a bunch of different writers and see like who we like writing with, and just kind of explore that adventure with different writers and different sounds. Just see what comes out of us, and then we'll release more music. Once those. The good thing is literally the guy who owns our record label is a producer. He has a record studio. He has a recording studio and a giant team that is amazing. And so they're amazing at making hits. So I mean, we're with a really good team. So hopefully, once we release that music, they're planning on hopefully getting all of the writing and all the recording and stuff done for us to be ready for a fall tour. So it's going to be a busy summer of writing. But yeah, hopefully we're going to release Barely Human before the summer. Well, I guess during the summer, mid-July. Then more music in the fall.
I am seeing a bit of a pattern because I have noticed that a lot of bands are like working on projects for the summer. They might have like a couple things they have planned, but a lot of I'm hearing more and more that everybody's hitting it hard in fall.
Yeah, I think that's what we've noticed too. Like since we started like getting like to the tier where you work with booking agents and stuff like that, they heavily focus on like a spring tour and a fall tour. And like the summer is a lot of the festivals and stuff. So if you're not on festivals, then you're writing and you're recording during that time. Like that it's a pretty normal schedule from what I've experienced.
Yeah, if you're not working, you better be working, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Well, I always cling to fall because I love Halloween and love all the time around Halloween. Jerry, I know you're with me on that.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my God, Nick, I will never forget when I showed up with the skeleton, the full skeleton, and it was in green. And
Oh yeah.
I like hugged all of you, and you literally had like my face. Like, on your shirt. Like Noah was wearing a white shirt, and it literally had
And
like
it had an imprint.
the whole side of my face was like on his shirt.
I remember that. Oh my God.
I was like, I'm not waterproof tonight.
Oh my God. That was a fun day. I remember that day. I remember that show.
Oh, I'm so excited for all the new music and just all the fun things coming up. And one of our guests that will be coming on in a little bit, she actually is opening a venue
Awesome.
in LA.
In LA.
And she'll tell us a little bit more about this, but it's actually a venue for the bands, which is pretty awesome.
Okay. Did she live in LA? Like,
Yeah.
or moved to LA just to?
She was she's in a band now, Fatalist, but she was in FDS. They had gone by Fate Destroyed at one point. They had played a lot of the festivals and everything. She's been in the business for a really long time, and she's like, bands shouldn't have to pay to play a like decent venue. So she has worked her ass off for the last year. She's kind of like pulled back a little bit from social media and kind of went over to like just like her content creating. So I kind of knew she was up to something. Yeah. And she just came out that this was what she's been working on. So that's also pretty fun. And I feel like a lot of venues right now are kind of jumping on board.
That's so badass.
That's so cool.
I think that's such a trend that we're seeing a lot, is like a lot of artists and musicians, especially, just kind of like taking the industry into their own hands, right? And like putting up venues or like management agencies or labels, and they're being like, no, like we've handed this power off to all these other like industry people for years, right? And allowed like other people to be in control. And the artists and musicians are starting to get more business savvy, and they're being like, no, like, yes, this is art. This, we do this because we love this, right? But this is also a business. And like, in order for like other people to see the success that we have had, like you got to share that a little bit, you know, and like bring other people in the field and create those opportunities for other people. So it's really cool that y'all have a guest coming on that's doing exactly that. Like that's amazing.
Yeah, like I mean, I've been trying to since we basically started, I've been trying to pull in just promoters that really care about the bands, that really want to have a variety of bands, whether they're the most known or someone that's not known in the area. They're really mixing it up. And I think that that's really important, because I know that's how I find bands. Like I find new bands to come on because I go to somebody else's show and hear something that I like. So it's nice that that's coming together, and it's great that everybody's coming out with new music because there's lots to fill venues now.
Oh yeah.
So do you guys are you guys doing any shows, or you're completely going into writing until the fall?
Yeah, we've set up a lot of writing, like so much writing with different writers. So like we've been offered a couple shows like on the East Coast, but it's just, I think it's, since we're going to be doing so much recording on the West Coast, like I think we're just going to focus on a fall tour, like just like really like doing something cool with the fall tour. I mean, with the Barely Human release, the thing about that video is it's such a massive video, and it, like, the visual effects are just crazy, and Oscar is like half human, half robot. Like he has this like crazy robotic arm, and like, I mean, it's gonna be an insane video. And I think that video alone is gonna create a lot of opportunities for us. So I'm excited
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what kind of bands we get to tour with, like in the future, you know? But a lot of the summer
I
stuff is,
love how big you go with your videos. Like your videos look like what someone, like if you could do anything for a video, it would be like what Lilac does in their video. Like the one where you're in the tank, like that's just insanity.
thank you. Like, you know what's crazy? Like the tank wasn't even like, they said you don't have the budget for it. Sorry, just nix it. You'll do it later, you know? And I was just like, no, like I'm just like
I
literally
need
after,
that.
and I wrote this song, you know, thinking like, you know, I'm drowning, you know, like I'm literally drowning in like whatever kind of stress or struggle that they're dealing with. And like they feel like they're like, you know, they almost want to give into the tide, you know, a little bit, and it's fighting against that, you know. And so anyway, like yeah, I think I wanted to show that like we could be in this tank and it's filling with water, and like we're struggling, and everybody's just looking at us. They're watching us. They're seeing whether we sink or swim. Which is so true in real life. You know, everybody will watch you to see if you fail or see if you succeed or whatever.
Yeah.
But they're not going to help you if they see you failing. Like if they see you literally drowning, they'll take notes. You know, but they're not going to save you. You know, many people. And so I wanted it to. I wanted people to visualize that. You know, that kind of like, I'm gonna die if you don't freaking let me out of here. You know, I wanted it to just, like just really, really overwhelm you. And those tanks are like 8 to 10 grand, like just to rent in one day, and then it's even more to build it. And so, the good thing is like I just reached out to a bunch of magicians who do the Chinese water cell torture escape tank.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, I like it worked. It worked. Hey, like I just reached out to magicians that escape out of water and we met Lady Houdini, and she had tripled like Houdini's world record for like her escape. And it was really insane because she showed me how to undo the locks and everything. She showed me how to undo her chains because the chains are so heavy, they're supposed to weigh you down. Like they're so heavy. And I don't have a lot of muscle mass, okay? So like I was thinking, and like this is real. Like when it's going in my nose and it's starting to go up and I'm taking my last breath, like that's real. Like they're not gonna dry my hair and start this again. Like this is like I'm coughing it out and I'm gonna be like, okay, I got one last chance to take a breath, and then I gotta look at the camera and sing the lyrics like one time, and then hopefully I can undo the lock in time before so I could float to the top before I run out of air. And it was so it was fun because the band members were on the edge of their seat. So we knew that the listeners and watchers would be on the edge of their seat because it was very fun, very fun.
I think,
I need to watch this video.
yeah, I think I would have like the most fun. Like, I kind of am jealous of that I'm not in a band because you guys get to make these like insane videos that are just awesome. Like, you get to tell your story and like kind of like add in fantasy.
Thank you. Yeah, I think Oscar and me and Cam, I think everybody in the band, we're just so creative in our own ways, and we all have these ideas that like we just keep adding to it and adding to it, and then now we have this grandiose, huge thing that we're like, how the fuck are we gonna afford this? Okay, but we come together and we do it. Whether we need to Amazon some pants last minute, we're gonna do this, and it's really cool to see it all come together.
It's definitely a double-edged sword when we're like, oh, like this is a cool idea. Yeah, that's cool. But what if we did it 20 times bigger? And also it's a video game. And also it's a conspiracy theory. Also and like so we just start like trying to top each other. I'm also super into conspiracy theories, so I like that kind of stuff. But it's definitely been a fun ride so far to just watch ourselves go through, as even just like kind of take a step back and just like kind of be a spectator at your own life for a little bit and be like, dude, 10-year-old me would think I was so cool.
So true. I can't wait for you guys to see.
So Jerry, is it weird for you with doing the photography and the videography all the time? Is it crazy for you when you do the music videos?
I mean, that's kind of new to me in music videos. So, I mean, now I'm doing more of my own editing. So it's like culture shock again. I finally got my programs perfect set up. And so, yeah, no, it's a work in progress, really. I'm kind of, even though I did whatever I did in my past, I'm just looking at it as zero right now moving forward. So, I don't know. It's nice. I mean, I have more footage than I know what to do with, so I'm just enjoying moving forward with the people I'm with right now. Just so it's like, yeah, okay, I have this, but like I don't care. I'd rather spend the time with the 8 people in front of me. It costs so much time and attention and everything. I don't know. People are cool. Here we are. You know what I mean? Exactly. I don't know. I mean, a band is good. So like, yeah. I mean, I have all my solo. I don't know. I'm just forming a band right now. So like, I'm in that transition of accepting like people will maybe do those guitar parts or this. So like, it's a lot for me to even accept that someone else will do those. I like to do the 5 or 6 things and have everything just fucking killing it, right? So like I might lose a little bit of that, but I'll gain dynamics and I'll gain trust and people and I don't know, you transcend in a way, right? So like sure I could do it all myself, but like I I don't know. I'm enjoying where I'm going, so I'm not. I don't know. It's a weird spot for me right now. So it's nice to talk about it because there's really no conclusion just yet. So like, usually it's the journey, right? That's so like right now I'm in that like crazy point. Like I'm on like song. Like I have more than 5 songs, but like let's just say I'm on song 5. Now I'm looking at these 3 other songs that I want to look at again and go, hey, are these chords jiving with us? Do I like the chorus? Do I like this? Do we want to add this? I don't know. A lot of the times my simple chords and stuff feel good. So I don't know. It's tough to like. I had like another guitar play. I don't want to bore everybody, so I'll run through this really quick. But there was like a 7 part. It was like counting
You
in
ain't boring
7.
nobody.
Yeah, we were counting in 7, and then the next part would be like 7/4. Then it would go. It was like nice for us all to go. Oh shit, we have to like learn how to count together. Like, but like it's just like it's hard for like where I'm at. It's like I'm looking at like this like push and just like and there's a 7 there, but like the 7 gets really weird. So like I'm like let's chill on that 7 for a hot minute. Like we did that for like the community, but now we have to focus on like this like intense path. So like but I like it though because it I want to have some kind of chill music in between my songs possibly moving forward and stuff. So like I want to have 2 drummers, so it's just going to be very confusing to explain that to everybody and for that to work like have a percussionist or and have that fit in small stages. So like I'm just taking my time and just like going very gradually and enjoying it. So yeah, it's a tough spot, but I don't know. I just see it, and it's like you know what I mean. Like I used to do tambourine, or like our producers would do that, and like that's great and all. But a lot of the time, some people turn the tambourine too loud, and all the song is screwed in a way. And it's like, so I don't really want that. I want people to have like I want the percussionists to have a stereo field where there's 2 microphones, right? So like you move closer to something or closer this way, and then like to have that extra thing, you know, there's not enough inputs yet for the band that I have, but to move forward and get people's visions to go to that state just takes a while. And I'm like 39, so there's not much time to make this shit happen. So it's just like, yeah. So, but like, I like that music. I don't want to play a 3-piece band or like I can do that, but it's like I've always competed against a 3-piece or a 2-piece, and like I'm really tired of that. I just want to sit down, everybody play, and then if someone doesn't play something, it's okay. It's like there's enough background stuff that it does not matter.
I don't
Like,
think
we all
I've
take
ever
each other.
seen a band with 2 drummers.
Yeah, I mean Green Day has 2 percussionists. I mean there's plenty of bands. I mean I can run through them, but I don't want to just name drop tons of things. But there's a lot of bands that now
wild.
adopt other guitar players and keyboardists or somebody else. There's just a lot of rhythm. I mean, I play like I told you like an hour ago now maybe or something, but like I sing to my keyboard, so it's like it's unfortunate there's not a keyboard player playing live to my stuff currently when like that's what I'm singing to. It's like a clear note. So like you don't need it necessarily. Like I like guitar strings that bend and stuff, but yeah, I don't know. Music is great. So I mean, we can go on and on and on and on. So where do you want to go? What's up, Oscar? Yeah, good to hear everybody. It's awesome. It's nice to hear. Yeah, I'm gonna search your band and see what's up. So I'm excited.
Their music videos are so cool. And I also wanted to ask you guys about the difference, because with your first ones, you didn't use a green screen. This last one, this is the first one with a green screen?
No. The first one, Scott Hansen, they made a lot of scenes. Like we wanted to be everybody's perfect drug, you know, and have all these different, like I can be any character you want, baby, you know, like, and so like anyway, we had like so many different like scenes and like different rooms that we were doing stuff in, and so many costumes. I think we had like 8 outfit changes. Like I did different hair and different, makeup and outfits for every single scene. It was crazy. But then after that, yeah, Scott, he helped us with the Undertow video. And that was the first time where, I mean, that was a real tank. Those are all, that's real stunts, you know, and it was the band, but like, and they created the asylum rooms and everything, which was crazy, you know, where we were getting experimented on. That's the one. If you said you wanted to watch the water tank one, it's called Undertow. So now you know. And then, and then after, and that one was the first one where they kind of started putting visual effects on. The doctors, they had like some VFX like screens that they interacted with when they were taking notes and stuff. But it wasn't like full green screen until this past music video with Jensen Noen. Jensen Noen did yeah, just full. It was I mean, it had green screen, but I mean the treadmills were sorry, I don't want to say there's some equipment in there, you know, like the katanas are real, and the fight scene between Oscar and I, that's real, you know. So not everything is just, it's not all VFX.
Were you
Yeah.
guys like kids at a candy store with a green screen behind you that you could literally like do anything with? Like,
I was literally about to like think that. I'm like, I can imagine the amount of fun and fun things you thought about using that green screen.
Yeah. I mean, but it was also fun just like putting on like actual like fighting gear and like staring Oscar down, and like we had to like look at each other like we were gonna kill each other. Like, you know, like that's fun too.
That's
You know?
never happened before ever, because bands don't argue. You know what I mean? Whatever.
Oh god.
Hey,
On stage, you know, like even on stage, Oscar and I push and pull each other, and you know, it's so like having a fight actually in one of our videos was so cool because we've never done that. We've never like gone toe to toe. Like we've always been, hey, we're telling this same story in one song, you know, but we have the same emotion that we're wanting to evoke from people, and we're telling the same story from two different people's perspectives, right? But with Barely Human, Oscar and I are literally on two different sides. Like the concept, the lyrics, like the lore that he's created of like who his character portrays and who my character portrays, two different people on two different sides. Oscar, do you want to like get into like what the story is about? Like what is the like who are you and who am I in that video?
yeah, I mean, honestly, without giving too much away, really, it's just kind of like where we are as a culture. I think it really is like I'm all about metaphor and like the story behind the like picture of the story, and like I think it was really cool with this concept of lyric and video style that we got to explore where we as a culture are with technology, right? And this like fight between letting technology completely take over our lives versus fighting for our humanity and like what little we have of it left. And so throughout this like war, we go like internally, like this internal struggle. It's also laid out in the world where Elise is on this side of like taking over the world with technology, and I'm fighting for humanity's last hope, you know. And ultimately, like, you have these like figures of like these people who think they know exactly what is best for their own people, and they fight, you know, to the death for only to be turned on by the culture they're trying to fight for, you know. And so I think it's just
I
a
feel
movie
like lilac style alien Mortal Kombat.
kind of. Yeah, so that's what we really want to get into with the lore and what we've been working on for the last year of really putting together the idea of uh building this world around that idea, right? Like Elise has probably been explaining before I got here, like this video is really just next level for us and a next generation move for us as a band. And we really want it to be the statement piece of what we're going to be doing for, you know, the foreseeable future. And so putting that stamp of building this world and this new idea and this way we interact with technology and with each other and with our audience, like I'm super excited to start putting out, you know, everything we have planned for it, which has been, like I said, a little while in the making, but worth it.
And I love how it has like a call to action too. Like we've already, with a little bit of stuff that we've already released to hint on it, but now we're going to start really releasing more hype. Now that, you know, we have a date that we're going to release it. But if you look on our Instagram and you look at some of the stuff when we were actually filming it and stuff, we kind of hinted on the fact that like, all right, so if the world is it's at the end of the world, okay, and like I feel like some everybody, some people, they just want to go full AI and like lose their sense of empathy. Like sometimes I feel even myself like I sometimes I shut down my emotions. I have kind of a problem with that where I can't feel anything. And so like I think some people just want to go full AI. Well, full, just like let's just take over the world and embrace technology and embrace like go full robot and like just take over as this new race. And like other people are like, no, let's hold on to our empathy, let's hold on to our humanity and fight for emotions and not turn our switch off completely, and feel, and but as they're fighting at the end of the world, because they're fighting, they're losing limbs. You replace your arm with a robotic limb, you replace if you lose an eye, you replace it with a robotic eye. And I mean, yeah, what do you do? Like, what side do you choose? Everybody's barely human. Nobody's all fully human anymore. We're at the end of the world. Everybody's half human, half robot at this point, So like, what side do you choose? And yeah, so I'm excited for that video.
That's fun. And you said that is July?
Yeah.
Mid-July.
Around the corner, baby. Finally. Yes.
That's exciting.
I've been impatiently waiting. I got to see a little teaser, November 3rd of last year.
Crazy. Yeah, Jensen was like he had a whole team just building up the green screen on it, and there's so much that team needed to do for like the scenes and stuff, but it turned out so great. And then the holidays, that we didn't want to release it on the holidays, and then we got signed, and we were doing the Europe tour, so we had to like now it's time. Now it's finally here. So I'm excited.
Cam needs a new trash piano or keyboard. I'm noticing it's on its last line.
But he uses a different one. He bought a different one for the
Oh, did he? Because I was looking at his one, I was like, man, that thing's been thrown around a lot.
He just tries to smash them to pieces every time.
He does. Like his goal is to like at the end of every tour is to like just break it enough to where like he'll need a new one for the next tour. But
I loved when you guys came to Love Drafts. Literally, he threw it and the pieces went out. And he's like, I never expected that the fans were going to hand me the keys back to my keyboard. Like, they were literally handing him back the keys throughout the show. I think he had got all the keys back. He's like, this is amazing.
I mean, he fixes like a lot. He does a lot of like soldering work and stuff like that. So like in between like the different shows and stuff, he'll try to make it last as long as possible, but he doesn't hold back. So when it's time to replace it, he'll replace it. But like if it's able to still do another show, he'll get another show out of it.
My son just thinks he is amazing. Like, I knew I had known what was kind of coming. Like, I knew that he did the whole thing with the keyboard ahead of time, but I was Jackson standing there and I just see him, like, his eyes follow him up the speaker as he like climbed the speaker, and he's like, Mom, what is he gonna do? And then he like threw his keyboard down, and Jackson was like, this is the coolest thing. Oh my God.
Oh man. If something were to happen to like my keyboard if I were to bring it on stage, if something happened to it, I think I'd cry. Like
Really?
Most people would, I feel like. That's the rational reaction there.
Cam like throws it. If he didn't throw it good enough, he pulls it back and throws it again. Like,
yeah. Kim is like, I mean, he lifts it above his head. I mean, he's crazy, but he also like has set up his keyboards. So like he has like wireless keyboards, like even like small ones, like on the top of our light towers, so he can climb light towers and headbang while he's playing like a wireless keyboard up there. So he has like so many just like random little keyboards everywhere, so he can like run around and climb like a monkey and headbang and play. Yeah, I don't know.
That's so cool.
I want, like you were talking about having extra percussionists. like, you know how Slipknot they have their main drummer, and then they also have their percussionist guy that, like, he's like on this spinning rotate. I haven't seen Slipknot in a long time, okay, live, but last time when I saw them live, he was on this like spinning rig of like other drums and like other like things that he was playing, but it was spinning the whole time, which looked pretty sick because he would hang from it and spin, and stuff. And so I like Cam, I think he wants to he wants to build a rig. Like, I mean, when we're not opening, for a tour, eventually when we're big enough, I would love to be able to just like let him go ham on just like creating this like crazy ass rig that he's gonna play like keyboard and climb, and maybe it like
Would you guys be up with them? Like if like with Rihanna when she did the Super Bowl, when she like was way up on the platform, would you ever do that? I'd be so scared.
Hell yeah, we would. Oh my god. Yeah, Oscar and I, we've climbed when we had the chance. Like when there were things to climb on, we would climb. But I mean, Cam, I think, is a little bit even more crazy because at least so Oscar and I, we have a microphone in our hand. We don't want to drop it. So Oscar, I've seen him put it in his back pocket before, but you still want to be conscious of it not falling out of your back pocket, right? So like, but Cam, he could just run around and like hang from things and stuff. And so yeah, I don't know. I think it'd be cool to give him like an actual, because he rocks it so much just with his muscles. I guess he just rocks it. But we could put it on something that actually does have like a spring sort of thing and move. I think that would be sick. We'll see.
Have y'all ever heard of a band called Nothing More?
Dude, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Like the guy Nothing More with the thing. Like,
yeah, do you know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Dude, I saw that for the first time at Incarceration 2022. I was with a buddy of mine. It was the last day. They went on stage. He brings up this weird, like, how can you describe it, Oscar? It looks like a scorpion tail almost.
It does. I think it calls it the scorpion tail. And like the cool thing is, like, it starts, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it starts hooked down and he'll like stand up on it and like fly up.
Yeah, and then like swing it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is the weirdest thing ever, but it's at the same time, it's like so cool. It like comes up with like
on it, or does it fling him?
No, he like rides this thing. It like moves around.
It's literally like he's riding it because he's not like on the ground at all. He's like on this like structure. And the cool thing about it is it's like I think it makes sounds itself, but it also has controllers to control the guitars like wirelessly as well. So
I think it's like some sort of like sampler / synth in like the form of this big ass contraption. Yeah.
And he has like whammy bars that are connected to it, so he'll like pull on something and it'll act as a whammy bar. It's like, so cool.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the coolest yet the weirdest thing I've ever seen live.
Yeah.
It was weird, but it was cool.
And at the end of the day, like, we're all like gluttons for attention. So like, of course, like, we can get on like a tower or like, look at me, like in any form, like, absolutely. It's so much fun.
Oh yeah.
So Nick, would you get on a Rise contraption?
Yes. 1,000,000%.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Jerry, how about you? Would you get on?
Absolutely not. No way. Counting it out. No
I was like nervous the whole time Rihanna was up on that thing. I'm like, oh my god, she's pregnant. Like,
no, I'll do whatever. Of course, yeah. I'm like, anything goes at this point. Right? I mean, fun. I mean, yeah, no, but stages are already scary enough with the lights above us, like all the weight and things. So, yeah. If anybody wants to build a stage, cool. Check it out.
Yeah, I think I could feel like if it was like just a circular platform and it was like still kind of connected to the ground, I don't think I could do like a free, like the free space like she did. Like that was too, like a couple wires and that could be a catastrophe. No, that made me nervous.
Well, like Pink, she does so many like
she's great though.
Real stuff that she does, like with the
kills it. Yeah,
she's amazing. But like I think I'm like I would be okay with like the hanging stuff and any of that. Like I feel like I like doing my own stunts, but I think the only thing that I wouldn't do, I would not trust myself with a backflip. Like on stage, you know, that you have elevated adrenaline and everything. I can't trust myself having the control to actually like I could break my neck or something and or I could fall. And you know, I could just not land the backflip and now the whole show is like, wow, awkward. You know? So I think that's the only thing I wouldn't trust. I would trust other people's harnesses, you know? I don't know why. I would trust a giant like metal rig, scorpion tail, but I won't trust myself.
I love that I'll do anything but my own backflip.
Yeah, we definitely have had our own close calls and have like stories of getting injured on stage for like jumping off because we're like super active on stage, like jumping all over the place, and we like jump into the crowd as well. And some of these barricades are like 4 feet that way and like 5 feet down. You know what I mean? So you're jumping a good distance and like not saying anything, but like these knees just don't work like they used to. You know?
Oh my gosh, yeah, man.
You know, and so it's a lot of fun, and we had a lot. But like, I have this story of Elise still does this thing like right before we go on stage, where she's like gets super hype and is like super in her element. When we'll start jumping like 4 feet off the ground and like tucking her knees to her chest. And if you've met Elise, you know she's like 4'2". So like 4 feet off the ground is like pretty high for her. And like the first show of a tour, I see her doing this, and I'm like, dude, like, I feel the energy, like I'm hyped, like I can do that, like that's so cool, like I can do it. I jump up, like the music is starting, the click is in our ears, like the intro is like do 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 do, like going. I do one jump and come down and hear a pop in my knee. I'm like, no, and like I have to like drag my leg onto stage and play like with one leg straight out the whole time because I couldn't move my knee. I was like done. That was the first show of the tour, and we had like
Nobody could tell. Nobody could tell though. You did great.
Yeah.
I'm feeling face. You did good. You did good. It was at the beginning of a tour. Like he did that at the beginning of our New Year's Day tour, right?
yeah, of our first tour. Yeah.
But I had the monkey see, monkey do moment on this past tour in the Europe because all right, so yeah, Oscar. My thing is I can jump vertical, no problem. You know I'm doing and I'm hype and I was fine. And Oscar, you know, it hurt his knee. Well, Oscar, he'll jump from the stage to the metal barricades right in front of this crowd. Like before our song Dangerous, he just jumps into it. And like guys have longer legs. You know, most he does have longer legs than me. I should have jumped down. I like normally I jump off the stage and then I like up to the barricade, okay? Like it takes me like 2 hops, okay, at least, you know, 2 or 3 hops before I get to the barricade. But I'm there. I'm ready for the last chorus of Dangerous. But for some reason, I just thought, okay, it's sound check. That looked pretty easy. Oscar just jumped, and it looks closer than normal. I'm gonna jump too, and I jumped, and my knee banged right on the metal barricade, and it like locked up, like, and I was like, and I'm singing sound check and doing like you know the noise that they did in Family Guy where he's like
Yeah.
like in between my sound check.
Oh my god, that is so funny because Oscar, you really can. I want to call it almost like a gazelle jump because I even have pictures of you like mid gazelle jump where you're like so long, like you're like stretched all the way across the speaker, like in position, like yeah, you definitely have those rock star like photo skills. You're definitely photogenic when you're up there.
Yeah, I try to be. Like I said, I'm a glutton for attention. So
that one filter that has like it's almost like a prism and it goes in the center. That like filter was made for you because like you always seem to like at least I capture them when I'm taking pictures of you. But like you're always like in the center, like doing this like real rock star move, and you just need the prism like coming out around you. Like
His tongue is always sticking out. His made like half of the pictures are his tongue sticking out. I think it's very hard for you to find a picture that isn't where your tongue is sticking out.
I've actually like started looking at pictures from like when I first started doing it to now, and I think it's gotten longer. Either it's gotten longer, or I've gotten better at it, but like
It's gotten long.
I
I'm pretty sure tongues grow. Like that's all.
I definitely went through a phase where like I stuck my tongue out like all the time. Like, and then my grandmother finally said to me, she's like, "Can you stop sticking your tongue out in every picture? Like, it doesn't need to be out in every picture." And I'm like, "Yeah, but I just get in the moment and like my tongue comes out." She's like, "But it doesn't need to be. Like, you don't need to be in like."
Elise is teasing, but she does the same thing. Like every single picture, she's like,
yeah. So like when I'm awkwardly having like we gotta like okay, we hire a photographer on every tour to take like BTS photos of us just like randomly like walking around the cities or like when we're doing sound check. So I'm not in the show. Like if I'm in the show, I'm gonna like sing and look at the camera, and I'm part of the show. But like if it's anywhere else, if it's in Brussels walking around the city eating some fries, or if it's like in the sound check or whatever, if I see a camera look at me, I'm like it's I don't know why. I just I do it. I don't know.
It's the photogenic thing. There's nothing wrong with it.
That's great.
I'm back.
We were talking about like those pictures, and like I said that I went through the phase where like my tongue was out in like every picture until my grandmother finally like made a comment about it. But
It's like put it back in. Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't realize like until I had done it online. I didn't realize, first of all, I have a weird thumb. Like my thumb bends weird, which my TikTok followers made sure to like make me know that.
Yeah.
I never thought my thumb was weird at all. I thought I had a normal thumb until that. And I do seem to have a long tongue. Like I can be the first one to like touch my nose. It's all
I
good.
get it.
But I definitely went through the phase where like every picture, and I would like get creative with it, like side tongue, like straight tongue. But it's definitely a vibe. Hey, you always look like you're having fun if you've got your tongue out. It's fact.
I agree with that.
That's what
Miley Cyrus.
Yeah, exactly.
I want that quote on a shirt.
Yeah. I was like, we need to capture that. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, that's a line.
Make it for our 100th episode t-shirt, have it on the back. It's great.
Always fun when your tongue's out.
I want that to be on a shirt, and I'll wear that on stage.
Oh, fun fact. When we were in Germany, all right, I had checked this fact, okay, but a girl from Germany came up to me and she was like, "Did you know that lilac means horny?"
Really?
I'm going on stage and I'm like, "We are lilac," and they're like, "Hell yeah, me too." You know, like I had no idea. But yeah,
That's so funny.
Oh man! Oh my god!
We're in
That's
Germany.
so great. My friend was just telling me the other day, like he has had he has a twin brother, and he's had like him and his brother got different tattoos so that like you could tell them apart a little bit more, because his brother was like a playboy, and like he would constantly like kind of have to take the brunt of his brother's like being a player. So they kind of went with different tattoos, and he got some Chinese words. Well, he just recently went to get them like, I guess, like refreshed or whatever. And the guy's like, the tattoo artist he went to was like, I need to tell you, like, that doesn't mean what you think it does. And here it's like, it means like I love big men or something.
Oh shit.
He has it like in a sun. And like he's like, I've gone through my whole life thinking that this meant like eternal sunshine or something. And here it's like I love big men. He's
That's
like, I'm
so
not getting any more things on me that I don't know what they are ahead of time. I was
so
like, there's someone out there that's laughing at you. You're like the punchline of every joke.
Well, thank God for Google Translate now, because
I know.
you can hold the microphone, you can have conversations with people, you can just speak and it will write it, and then that you can just press the play button and it will say your response in their language. But also you can press like the camera button and you can take a picture of a food menu and it will translate it for you, so we used that a lot when we were in places that had menus that didn't have English. But I wonder if people have started using that picture thing on like their random like Asian tattoos, to see like, is this actually like what I think it is? If you have it, do it or not. If you don't want to find out that you have like dudes,
If you don't want to know, yeah.
You know what? If it does say something
Ignorance is better.
ridiculous,
Yeah.
like if it does say something ridiculous, please post it. Like
Right.
I know.
we all have made mistakes. I've got like I was supposed to be Marilyn Monroe. She looked like a man, so I made her into a zombie, and then like it didn't look better. I mean, that's one for the books. Like one day I'll get it covered. It's whatever. You know what? I still made it till I made it third in H Mag, the contest cover, with my ugly tattoo on my back.
I would love that actually makes me curious. Like if I just went to a tattoo parlor right now and they have like the book of the tattoos they recommend to people, could I like translate them? Yeah. And actually
You're too sweet. They probably wouldn't trick you.
No, I'm saying, but I would like actually go through their book and see what they're trying to troll people. Like this one is like, like I would love to see like, are they actually trolling people in this tattoo place and telling people it means something else? Like,
Oh, I'm sure there are a lot that do that.
Yeah, I'm
it's like-
sorry
I
to
feel
hear
like
that.
some have like morals, like the one guy that I go to, like he's done it for so long. He's like, listen, I'm not gonna do like a first time tattoo on certain spots. Like I'm just not even going there. Like, but I'm sure that there's quite a few. Like I've been to some tattoo parties through the years, like back then. And I've actually watched people like get things on their forehead and like all sorts of like just bad decisions that that tattoo artist knew that person like shouldn't be getting Happy New Year on their forehead. Like, not a good idea. Probably not gonna want that tomorrow.
you
But
said you didn't want to interrupt. What's up?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to log off, but I wanted to say happy 100 episodes to Allie and
Aw.
everybody on the podcast. So
oh, thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. Have a good night.
Bye.
Yeah, we have a meeting with our label in 15 minutes too. But
Okay. Yeah, whenever you gotta go, feel free to hop off. But I'm so excited that you guys got to come on. Yeah, I was like impatiently waiting the whole time that you guys were over there, and I'm like, oh my god, they look like they're having so much fun. And then everyone's like, yeah, Germany like really, really takes care of everyone. They treat them like they're like royalty. And I'm like, oh no, like I hope they come back.
aw.
It really is true though. They really do. All of Europe is so nice and like so accommodating, and it was really like, oh, like I'm living the rock star life now. Like we got catering and like Sketty said it best. There was one day where like we went the whole day that we didn't see like front of house until we were like on stage for sound check. And I was like, that's kind of cool. Like the place is huge. Like we're in the bus, like doing the life thing, and it just felt cool. But it was super, super cool.
That is so rock star though. Yeah, like for like that is true. Like Billy came up to me a couple times and he was like, "Have you seen the stage yet?" And like the whole day has gone by. Like we ate catering and everything in a different area, and then we have our tour bus, you know, and everything. And so like I was like, "No, I haven't even seen the stage yet." So like, like that, yeah. But Europe was amazing because most of every single venue they cook for you and they're elaborate, like big,
Yeah,
big.
I heard that like way like playing over there is like way different than what you get over back home.
No, like I mean, because it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
like
They
the
take you
hospitality,
seriously.
like they really want to be hospitable. So it's like
Mhm.
almost like they're competing against the other venues of how hospitable they are. One of them had like obviously like hot food with lots of different hot food, but then they also had like a donut bar and they had a candy bar and then they had like these fresh squeezed juices with ginger and carrots or whatever you want. Like it was just like
Oh, donut bar
it's
sounds delicious.
crazy. Like
Right now, kind of sounds delicious.
Like when I heard, like Jesi, you had told me that the Ritz had the Y2K cereal bar. So I was like all excited when I went there. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna totally go here and try every like kind of cereal, even if I don't like it, it's fine. Like I'm gonna get all these cool pictures. They didn't have it when I went.
Mhm.
Oh,
It was only for, I guess, that period of time. It was a limited time thing, but yeah. I love those. I love those new age like donut bars, like the cereal bars, anything Y2K themed, of course. So, Jerry, are there any places that you've been to that were very hospitable?
Oh boy. That's like bringing back memories. It's like 6 to 10 years ago. I don't know. I mean, the crazy thing is sometimes we wind up booking our own shows. So we went to like Hawaii and we like put up the money to like take rent the venue and then actually do all that stuff. So like I don't know, that stuff was crazier and it was exhausting. It's like on New Year's and you're doing all this extra work and then it's like but it was great. Accommodating, yeah, everywhere. Argentina, I mean, there's people that barbecue in their backyards. They're like famous for that and stuff
Mhm.
like that, and their meat and stuff. I don't eat that anymore, but like I don't know. There's people that like, yeah. There's certain communities in Mexico, like they love Ramon, so they'll invite you into their houses and they'll like put on all these festivals and all these old school performances and just kind of get you hyped up for like that's what they like. Yeah, yeah. So like you've got a show either tomorrow or that night or day before and they're like just embracing music and you're just like this is great. Like you see like these odd performances that you don't usually see and that's basically my best memories is just watching some odd performances from anybody from Ramones to I don't even AC/DC, like with the first singer, like a lot of the stuff with him, like I don't see too often. So like when I see it, it's just like he kicks butt. The performances he did, yeah, and people really appreciate that, like in other countries and things like that. So music is people that message me and they're like, yeah, music in our country is like that's like our freedom. That's how we like separate like our thoughts and stuff. Like we like music and stuff like that. So I don't know. I don't know if that answers any questions, but people treat each other very well all over the place, right? So I don't know. Music is very generous.
Now, I'm just curious, like, and this can kind of go out to any of you. Like, is it harder to do sound check in a different country, or is the music kind of like international?
Is the equipment all the same? Are you
It's the
plugging in
same.
the same DI box? Are you like,
It's the same stuff. I mean, everybody. Sometimes there's better front of house guys, monitor guys, or there's no monitor guy, or there's the front. I don't know. Festivals, they either know their stuff or they don't care, or they. I don't know. Usually they know their stuff. I mean, I don't know. People are pretty smart now. If someone's behind that board, usually the promoter knows, like, hey, let's not mess around. Let's pay the right guy to run the faders, because those speakers in people's ears, I mean, it's liabilities and the whole entire show, and it's an electrical problem constantly. So yeah, I don't know. What was the question?
Well, I think that there was a couple places that we went to where the front of house guys were so used to every instrument needs to be hooked up with individual like plugins and everything. Whereas like Cam, our keyboardist is such like a mad scientist with everything that he's made our brain essentially just like it's one place and it has two tails, and he's just like, plug this in. Like all of our wireless in-ears are like in this rig. All of our microphones are in this rig. Everything is in our rig, and it's self-maintained. Cam controls it all. Like it's all controlled in one place. So literally the front of house just needs two tails. Here you go. Here's two cables, and they're like, what do I do with this? Like what do I do? Like and so it's like sometimes that gets a little confusing for some of them. But no, it's other than that, yeah, it's pretty much the same. Other than the step down power converters, but now we're ready.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
No, now. We do need to hop off just because we got to prepare for the next meeting.
Thank you so much for taking the time to come on and talk to us.
Congratulations on your 100th show. Stick around and watch out for our new single, Barely Human, mid-July. Love you guys.
Congratulations on getting signed.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.
Bye. They're so fun. So Francesca should be hopping on soon.
I'm going to need to get off here. I have to work a 12-hour day tomorrow, so I have to get off here.
Oh, no, you're good.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of fun, but yeah, I have a very long day ahead of me. So it's been nice talking to everybody, and I love you, and I will see you next time.
See ya.
Bye, Jamie.
Bye.
Yeah, I didn't even realize it. Man, it's almost 9:30. Like,
I know.
that's
We're
crazy.
logging on hour number 3. I had to stop intermittent and have an intermittent sandwich.
So before we go, I need to I want to hear more, Jerry, because I know that you've been like a mad scientist in your studio, just putting all this stuff together. Just from your responses, I know like how excited you are to release this. So
Yeah, no, I wish I had more to. I mean, I've got only like 5 songs. I mean, I have these other 2 that I could put on the album, but I'm not going to do that. So I'm like at song 4 where I'm like content with it, and then I'm looking at 5, 6, 7 right now, and then working with my band. So it's a little too early to celebrate and go crazy, but at the same time, sang my butt off. So like, I don't know, it's kind of okay to. it's really, really, really good. I don't know. All my stuff set up, everything is perfect. I don't know. I'm kind of totally satisfied, and then all the recordings are perfect. I've checked with everybody with what I did, so I know it's nice, and I've double checked every YouTube video to suggest something beyond what I already know with all my books and all my studies. So got my preamp. I got a Neve preamp where I'm like, that's where my vocals start. And then I took 1K a little bit or somewhere around there out, which I can move that. So like I'm just listening to my vocals over time now, and like maybe I'll take something out or not. But right now there's not on this vocal, but on my other vocal, like the nasally tone, I felt like I was like, maybe I'll take that out a little bit. And then I go into a compressor. That compressor really only, the attack is, I think, very late, and the release is really soon. So like it really catches just like anything that goes like outrageously high, and it tames it down. And then after that, I send it to another compressor. So like the first compressor is just going to grab the quick ones, and the one after that kind of just tames it down like a normal picture. So the LA2A, which is like I'm going through like $15,000 worth of like vocal equipment every time I go through something at this point, which prior I was going through less, even though I had the shit. So like, you know, it's fun to get nerded out and put the time in and see how transients and how to tame everything in the mastering thing, and when to give the mixing engineer a good solid recording, compressed or not compressed. So I was going non-compression for a very long time. I wanted to master recording. So now that I've mastered recording, now I'm into compressing and limiting, and then I'm going to get into mastering. So now I've already did everything where the mixing is very easy for my friend Jason, who does the mixing. So now I know that it's good. So like I can mix my own stuff, but like I'm gonna maybe indulge in my band a little bit before I mix all my stuff, just to get a good foundation where we can actually play live and start making money. And you know, have to do that sooner than later. So I don't know. It's pretty amazing. Everything is good. It's all functioning. You know, fixing all my amps. I don't know. It's a very expensive route, and beyond knowing what to do. You know what I mean? It's like, and then you don't want to, you know, leading everybody. And I don't know. I'm perfectly happy, so I couldn't be happier. And my recordings, I think, will represent that. And then
Now, will you do a vinyl with?
yeah, vinyl. Yeah.
I'm so
It's
excited.
always fun.
You know, I still cannot find Vampire Girl on vinyl.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it stinks. Yeah, it's not on black vinyl at all.
Like
No.
I've gone around to literally every store around me, or like any record store that I see, and nobody has that record.
Wow. Yeah, I'll have to look online. That's crazy. Yeah. No, it's unfortunate. It's wild when you make a certain amount of pressings and things like that.
I'm gonna find it like somewhere like totally unexpected, and just be prepared for a
Yeah.
text message like, I found it.
I know, yeah, and I know I love that song. I mean, yeah, I wrote that music and that stuff. I wrote it in we were in like I think in Long Island or something at a Misfit show, and I wrote it in the top bunk. I was or on the bottom. I was maybe coming from the top. I think I was jamming in top bunk when he was doing an interview, and I was just playing. He's like, "Hey, what's that?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I was listening to Pink earlier, and I like this the riffs that I'm had in another thing, and then I just took Pink's inspiration and then moved honestly forward." And this is where I'm at now. So now I have this new riff, and that's where then we just wrote the whole song in the Winnebago, like with all like the fans trying to have him sign stuff and do all this stuff. Just wrote the song right then and there. It was just easy, you know. So yeah, I mean, there's certain things, there's certain notes and stuff. Like you know, I could go crazy. I don't want to reveal too much right now, but yeah, it's
He's
like
keeping secrets.
yeah. There's a couple. There's things that I pushed in there on purpose to like represent Misfits and stuff like that. So people
Oh, I cannot even wait.
people comment that or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. It was on purpose, but not really. It's literally things like if I do anything in music, it's not like literally that on purpose. It like stumbled into my fingers, and it's not like, you know, I tried to do something. So yeah. I
Now,
don't
do
know.
you think
Things are
that
good.
there's sometimes that there's like added pressure because like you've been around the Misfits when they like and you've been around like just
I don't think it's pressure. I think it's just people's comments or like the outlet or it's not even pressure anymore. Like, right, I'm past that. So it's like I've done wrestling, right? Or I even done wrestling beyond whatever most people think I've done wrestling. Like I've built my own rings. I've been trained by these people. I've done a Glacier versus Jerry Only, and I did backflips off the second rope over Glacier and at a like a convention. Like I've done lots of crazy things that were like there's no pressure anymore. It's just like when you read these things and people treat you a certain way, you just go, yeah, whatever. I mean, there's people that are way worse, and it's amazing to me, you know, how people talk to each other. But it's one of those things where you just if you give it time, sometimes some people that might talk bad might really like you. So like you just gotta hang in there and like just and they don't understand you. Like no one should understand you, I don't think, right in the bit. So everything takes a long time, right? Like longer than anything should. And I guess that's what it is. I don't know, but that's society. So like, I don't know what to say about all of that. So
Well, I mean, your first song that did so well that like I mean you got to be anticipating like what everybody's gonna have to say about your new music. Like you've
oh,
been
thank you.
working on
Yeah,
this
no,
so
I love
long, you
that song. That
perfected
song,
it. Like
that song is amazing, and it's actually better than even the recordings, and like even the recordings are pretty darn good. But like the song is actually good. It's like I don't feel any other way. I never have felt that way, uh and it takes time to learn that song properly to like harmonize every riff. Like we've done things where we've had our main guitar player like put a harmony pedal on and go, okay, that was the sound. We're like, okay, that sounds really cool. That pedal is really massive. But then when we actually play the harmony, it sounds beautiful, and we're like, fuck the pedal. We take the pedal away and we put some other pedal there, and we go, okay, now we're harmonizing that. So now we know that's in this, B flat, minor, major, whatever it is. And then, it's funny when you figure out things, but you keep pulling them away, and you just like music, and you just like, I like the way these strings sound on top of those strings. And no, that song's amazing. That's why I have to have like two or three singers just to get all these woes really. And even if not, I can improvise it all, and I think it would be just as amazing. So like, I'm not really worried about what happens, to be honest with you. Like, I could really, it just could be me and Matt, but like, I have some really nice people that I've been spending time with. I mean, even anybody, everybody I've ever played with, we can all come back together, do this and that. But like, I don't know. I like where I'm going right now. I just want to sing my songs, and I like my songs, and I like my music, and it's
now
awesome.
you mentioned there's some like misfit references or Easter
Oh
eggs.
no, not really in those. So I'm just saying in like Vampire Girl or whatever. Like there's just that was where that was song. No, but for
Oh yeah.
this, for my music, no, not really. I mean, there might be some woes that I didn't think would ever sound like Glenn, but after like just listening to Glenn so much lately or whatever, I go, maybe there's something that's really not there. But it's just like anything, you do enough woes, you almost go, hey, after 7 or 8 woes, maybe we're like similar on this thing, but it's really not. So like, no, none of my stuff really sounds like that. Mine sounds like more like classic rock, rock and roll. I want to go more rock and roll, but I would say I'm more classic rock right now. So I'm trying to move towards rock and roll. Try to get. That's why where the guitar rhythms will give me the roll. We need to get to the roll. Where like, sure, we can rock, but then if we can roll, it's just do less strumming and less rhythms, and we can roll in with the rock. So like that's what I'm shooting for now.
Oh my gosh, we just have to have like a huge party and celebrate.
Yeah, huge jam. Yeah, I know, and by the ocean or whatever, right? By the water or whatever. That was cool in Atlantic City. It was nice to be by the water over there. Good time.
That was so amazing. And let me just say, like, everyone there was amazing, but it was like it was such a thing for me because on first of all, you invited me. Camille K was there. And then literally I hear Catch Me Now I'm Falling, and I walk out
Oh
and there's
yeah.
Jade Starling like putting on this killer performance. Like literally, I felt like I was dreaming. I was about to ask one of you to pinch me.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
And then we walked outside and what was it, David Irwin? Or,
You would know his name better
the
than
guy
me.
from 21. He's outside and
Was
thank
that
God
actually
you
him?
like
That was him? That was legit?
yes,
Yeah,
thank God
famous
you
poker
like kind
player,
of
yeah.
picked up on it because I kind of took like when you started asking some questions, like I knew he wasn't just like a panhandler, like handler outside. Like I knew like he knew what he was doing because I couldn't even figure out his card tricks.
Yeah, it was too fast.
But yeah, that was a really cool experience.
Yeah, he reminded me of like a movie star, right? That's why the movie was based upon him, I guess. He reminded me of I don't know his name. I'm bad with movie actors' names, so we'll just keep going.
I was so tempted because he's like, yeah, why don't we go and I'll teach you how to play blackjack? And even though like I definitely wanted to go learn how to play blackjack, like I knew that like if I went, it was gonna be like one of those like crazy experiences that I probably wouldn't have made it home for like 2 days.
Yeah, he's probably like banned. He said he was like banned from a lot of those places too.
Yeah, he said he could only get into one.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm gonna go home and sleep, I think, instead. No, but he
And
was
then
super
like I
sweet
was
and it was
feeling
nice.
great because people like a couple people like mistaken me for Jade Starling, and I'm like, oh my god, like you.
Yeah, I don't remember what month that was. But yeah. It was like cold, maybe. I don't remember. December or no? I don't remember.
No, I don't think it was cold.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. I wore jeans, so it had to have been like I would say probably fall.
Oh wow. Yeah, but what was I? The 16th episode?
The
Was that mine?
21st.
Mine? Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
You were
Right.
our 21st. Yeah. Now we're at 100. I can't even believe it.
I know.
But
I can't
it's
even
been really,
pronounce it.
I
Yeah.
mean, it's been really, really just amazing. And honestly, to have people on that I've listened to throughout the years through different like things going on in my life that their music has helped me through and they've been on my show, like it's awesome.
Yeah, I like hearing interviews, I think, more than the music nowadays, to be honest. I mean, there's certain songs where I'll just like bang out to or something, but like I'd rather hear them talk about, whatever. So yeah, you're doing the right thing. It's nice.
Well, we've kind of lost everybody. Everybody kind of
I know.
had to like dip out slowly.
Yeah,
But
well, bring it
thank
to
you
an end.
so much for taking the time to come on. And
Yes.
as soon as you're ready to release anything, let us know and we will
Yeah.
hype it up everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm gonna talk to people and show. Maybe I'll like show my first two songs to you guys, or you can either review it. I'll give you like maybe we'll agree on like doing like 35 seconds of it, and you talk about, or who knows? I mean, I don't know the best steps to talk about a song that's not even released yet, but we'll talk about it.
You could even do that 20 seconds and have Jesi and I blind react it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That would be good.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
We're so behind you and rooting
Cool.
for you and can't
Yeah.
even wait to hear your new music.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you
you
so
so
much
much
for the
for coming
support.
on and
Yeah,
celebrating with us.
I'm so happy for you. Yeah, and all the
100 down,
support.
and we're going to keep going strong. Thank you,
Yeah, keep talking
everyone.
strong.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in and subscribing and supporting us through this whole journey. We couldn't have done it without you.